1 2 check check check. I just only a time all my life I thought of you. 1 2. All right, there it is. There it is. 1 2 check 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 check. One one 1 2 1 2. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shannon show. I'm in I'm in the studio right here, as you can see. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard, but on the phone this time. Now, normally I can't. It's crazy I can use StreamYard on the phone with Safari, but when I can't use StreamYard with Safari on the desktop or the browser, I have to use Chrome. But that's what I don't get. I don't get that with StreamYard. Why is it I can use StreamYard on the phone with Safari, but I can't do it on the desktop computer, but I have to use Chrome. So anyway, what's up, everybody? Just in the studio, just chilling, just going. Oh, bright. So I hope everybody doing all right today. I figure I switch it up and come in the studio a little bit. I'm still working on my studio. As you can see in my background, I got all my Funko Pops because I'm chilling on such a lovely day. Today is Wednesday. What's that? Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. It was raining outside. Yeah, I can't get my shoulder part holder. Oh, my light's in the background. Singing in the background. But I hope everybody's doing all right. Hope you can hear me. Show comments on. Okay. And over chat overlay is not very okay. I need you. Let me straighten this out. Let me see. Wish that beta would go away. I don't need it. I don't need it. Oh wait. Okay, we go like that. I need it. Man, I got to try. It's on tripod, but it's sitting there. But my shoulder pod. But I hope everybody's doing all right today. I figured I'd switch it a little bit, start going live back on camera like I used to. Get back to the root of the way I used to. Even my first stream, which is back in not 1995, 2019. I did my first stream. It was with StreamYard. I know there was StreamYard, and there was also what's that? I can't think of the stream something, but I know people used to use Google Chats too as well in the beginning for streaming, but then Google Chats went away, so then it came StreamYard and not Stream. I don't know the other one, but these were like they were like the other options after Google Chats. But I hope everybody's doing all right. As you can see in the background, I got my Funko Pop. So there's a few things I want to show today. If I get a chance, I show a few things I want to show off. That I want to show. I got some mugs that I've been working on. I got some stuff I've been working on in the lab for a little bit. I want to kind of show it off maybe later on in the stream a little bit if I can get enough people in here. Well, I can just show it, just give you an idea of what I'm working with. I'm actually doing myself now. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum. Da, da, da. I just want to show you. This is my studio light. I got two lights. I got these lights off of Amazon. They're newer. The brand is newer. It allows me to control the temperature on the back. I can make it warm if I want. Right, I can make it warm. I can make it cool. See, warm right there. It's cool, right? Woo, woo, woo. Look at that, warm, cool. The kelvins. The light is measured in Kelvin. The temperature is measured in kelvins. Warm and hot and cold in kelvins. Like the higher you go up, the warmer it is. The lower you go, the cooler it is with the lighting. Hey, what's up, Jaden Griffin? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing now? I appreciate you coming in. Hey, if you coming in, I appreciate y'all hit the like button and share my stream out. Hey, can you hear me all right? I think my mic, I tested my mic, but I just want to make sure, can you hear me? I need you. I'm using my iPhone. It actually don't look bad. It said the thing is at 7:20. I'm heading to the Kansas Chiefs part. Say what? Wait, say the Kansas City Chiefs party? Wait a minute. They having a party for what? It ain't football season. They having mini camp? I think mini camp might be over. I've been watching the Cleveland Browns. Shador Sanders? I've been looking at Shador Sanders at camp. Max Charles is having a party for the Chiefs, man. He's still trying to hang on to that dream, man. Yeah, the Chiefs winning. And so in his mind, the Chiefs still won, even though the Eagles won the Super Bowl. We're having a party. Hey, we're having a party. Hey, we're having a party. We're having a party. Hey. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's crazy. Having a Chiefs party. Wow. Max trying to hang on to whatever he can. And so I guess in his mind, the Chiefs won. So they going to celebrate. I mean, ain't too much to celebrate, man. They just got whooped up, you know? They got, hey, we're having a party. We're having a Chiefs party. Hey, we're having a party. That's funny, man. You know what? Maybe I can actually make this. I can go. Yeah. Oh, I can do it. That's right. Well, you know what? Let me switch it this way. If I don't love you this way. If I don't, so I didn't think to set it. I didn't think I could set it portrait style. I don't know why, but I'm gonna fix this real quick. If I don't love you this way, if I don't love you that way, as you can see in the background, I got my cool little Funko Pops. I'm a big Funko collector. I gotta really get back to start doing what's in the box videos. I'm trying to switch my switch my tripod. I'm gonna put it in portrait style. He flew car corner out and okay, that's cool, man. Go hang out with the homies. It's the homies. Mm-hmm. Tell me what you want. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in portrait style. It'll look a lot better. I can see it a whole lot better than trying to do it on landscape. Tell me what you want me to do. Tell me. Hey. America's having a party. We're gonna partying on the mothership. I'm going to put this on the tripod and see how I do. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. There it is. Okay. So I just have to remember to put it on portrait. Put it on portrait. Okay. If you don't get up on that, get up on this. Wait. I need to spin it the other way. Let me get. I'm trying to get my bearings straight. Yay. When I look at you, trying to get my seems so untrue. There we go. See if I just learn to get it flipped right. Sparkle. Lock the tripod. Oh, just do that. It's in there. It won't go nowhere. Okay. All right. Now I can rock and roll a little bit more. Surely you need it. Lock it. Now my tripod. There we go. All right. I'm good now. Kansas City Chief. Oh, look. So maybe by doing it portrait, you get a little more in. The versus the other way, I can see it. It looks better now. Can I zoom in? Ain't no zooming here unless I just bring it closer. Hurt me 1,000 times. But yeah, as you can see in the background, I got my Funko collection. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing all right today. So I gotta admit, these last few days it's been really warm. The heat it's actually been good, the weather, but it's been still raining some, but it's still been warm and not like freezing cold like 40, 30 or 40 degrees in summertime around here. Know what I mean? So actually with portrait style, it cuts off the sides. It make it easier so you can focus more. Because everybody now are doing videos in portrait style versus landscape, you know. Which I can see, like with Country Wayne, all his videos are shot portrait style. That means so that way, so when they shooting the video, the actors in the skits, it cuts out the sides. Which I can see it cuts off the sides so it won't be as distracting. I guess in that sense, so that way you can focus on the characters and not what's going on the sides by putting it in portrait style. But with landscape, if you do it landscape, which is left to right, horizontal, portraits up and down, vertical. But landscape, you get more in the scene, which TV does. They do on TV. Everything is shot widescreen, and TV is shot in 30 frames per second. Cinema is shot in 24 frames per second. And like for slow motion, you shoot 120 frames up to 240 frames. But I think at that rate, you can do it at 4K or at 4K or at 1080. On my software, I can do it with my phone. Hey, I gotta get rid of these sandbags. But we're having a party. Oh, there we go. Gotta make some room here. All right. Hey. There we go. Free. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing all right today. So today ain't a bad day. I know it rained earlier. But that's part of the weather. To keep things cool, though. I guess by it raining, it works out for the farmers. You know, for their crop, they gotta get rain, water because it gets dry. And I know like a few years ago it was a really serious drought. We had to be careful about using water around here because it was so dry. So we had to not waste water because there wasn't much coming through. It wasn't raining coming through. It wasn't a whole lot of rain coming through. So yeah, he flew. Okay, that's right. So he flew him in. That's cool. Oh man, I gotta clean up the studio. So I'm trying to clean up the studio so I can start doing I think I'm gonna start shooting more in the studio. Well, I call it the studio. Studio. Just say the word. Studio. Just say the word. But yeah, so as I was saying, I think I might have to get me a Shedeur Sanders football jersey now. I saw they like $129 on the NFL website. Man. Hey. There we go. Let me put that there. Oh. All right. I should get a Chiefs Patrick Mahomes Funko Pop. I will never get a Patrick Mahomes Funko Pop. Never. You never catch me with a Patrick Mahomes jersey, Funko Pop, not with KC on. If I absolutely had to have something with KC, it'd be a Joe Montana jersey. But that'd be like the Chiefs from the the 90s when he played. But the new generation, I don't care for. Just give me the old school generation. Old school meets the new school. I tell you what, that basketball game that went down on Sunday, the Pacers playing OKC. Now, I like how somebody said in the comments, Halliburton, if he hadn't got the Achilles injury, I think the Pacers would have taken the championship championship, taking the chip home, taking the trophy home with them. So, but both teams are hungry, but I guess OKC, it lucked out for them because I kept keeping my eye on the score when they got to the fourth quarter. I kept seeing that the Pacers were trying to catch up, but then OKC kept getting more lead on them, more and more and more, and man, before you know it, the fourth quarter, it got down to a couple of minutes. Next thing you know, but OKC, I guess they deserve it because everybody worked hard because OKC was originally the Seattle Supersonics. They left Seattle, and then they went to Oklahoma City. So now I'm hoping Seattle can get a team back because I think I heard Gary Payton, who was the point guard for the Seattle Supersonics. He said he's not retiring until the Seattle Supersonics come back because I know him and Sean Kemp been campaigning for years. And of course the city Seattle been campaigning as well, which they both deserve. They deserve to get a team back. They had the market there. I think what it was, the owner was just too cheap to get the renovations. From what I was reading, too cheap. They didn't want to do no renovations or whatever, because the arena's really been renovated for a couple of years now, and I'd bring them back. But I got a feeling they come back. I'm telling you, if the Seattle Supersonics come back, I will be rooting for them. I'll get a jersey and everything. I need to get a Gary Payton jersey and a Sean Kemp jersey. Kendall Gill played for the Seattle Supersonics. There was Tom Chambers. There was Ray Allen. There was a lot of people. But, of course, Kevin Durant, it was his rookie season. He played with the Seattle Supersonics. And then he got shipped out to OKC. I know it caught him off guard. But yeah, I think that 96 Seattle Supersonics team, 95-96 season was like the best team they had. Had Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Nate McMillan, Sleepy, which is he played for the Tar Heels, and my buddy Sam Perkins. So Sam Perkins has had at least 2 shots to the NBA championship. He played with the Lakers against the Bulls back in '91 for the title, and he got the chance to play with the Seattle Supersonics. I think he was with the Seattle Supersonics back in '96 with Sean Kemp and GP. So Gary Payton got a title, but Sean Kemp didn't get one. He ended up getting traded too. I was like, man, I thought he was going to close out his career with the Seattle Supersonics. But Gary, he didn't close out. He ended up after Seattle, he got traded to the Bucks for like a year or whatever, and then he went down to Miami. He won with Shaq. He won with the Miami Heat. Gary Payton won with the Miami Heat, and then they went down. And then he went to the Lakers, and he tried to win with the Lakers, but it ended up working out with the Miami Heat instead. Yeah, y'all. Basketball. It's just every day I get flooded on YouTube. It's either the Indiana, the Fever, and the Pacers. It's still gonna be talking about the Pacers, the ESPN. I'm sure Stephen A. Smith, the facility, all of them on ESPN gonna be talking about it. And if they're not talking about basketball, they're talking about football, the mini camps. More Shedeur Sanders, and I know they keep talking about Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett over and over and over. And then there's news of the Colorado Buffs. I'm still keeping up with them. So it's just football every day. Even though football season ended back in January, February, Super Bowl time, but it's like, man, they just keep it coming. And so, I never seen so much news feed on the mini camps. I didn't know such thing as a rookie mini camp, but I tell you what, when Shedeur came to the Cleveland Browns, it's been flooded every day because of Shedeur. And the thing about last year, I barely heard any news about the Cleveland Browns last year I heard 0 to nothing. I mean, little to nothing on the Cleveland, not Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Cleveland Browns. But now, since Shador went to the Browns, they probably never seen so much publicity in their life. You know, getting all this attention because of Shador. Because of Shador, not because of Kenny Pickett. I'm sure they probably would have got some with Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Dylan Gabriel, but it's because of Shador they're getting all that attention. You know, last name being Sanders, you know. And I saw the stuff in the news with Shador and everything, but, you know, I'm sure, yeah, there were people in the cut, in the bushes, waiting there for something bad. That's just the way some people are. They just wait. No matter how good what a player does, there's always somebody in there in the cut waiting for them to do bad. That's just how some people are because they so, you know, so absorbed with somebody else's life versus their own and doing good. You know, that's just how some people are. They rather waste time, you know, being involved in somebody else's life than trying to focus, you know, doing something better with theirs. But that's what the haters are. Haters gonna hate, but oh no, I guess the world wouldn't be the same without haters. I don't know. Maybe it might be a better place. I don't know. I like look at the WNBA. I keep seeing news flooded every day. The referees in the WNBA are bad. They won't call the calls for Caitlin Clark. And I keep hearing fans are saying maybe Caitlin Clark should stop leave the WNBA because apparently it's favoritism and the referees won't make the right calls or whatever for Caitlin Clark. They let other players get away with it. But I saw in the news, what's her name? Sophie Cunningham defended Caitlin Clark. So now, as a matter of fact, I saw somewhere where it said Sophie Cunningham, her jerseys are outsold Caitlin Clark because of what she did. You know, it went viral. They sold out like overnight. I mean, her jersey. So now I got to get the Funko Pop of Caitlin Clark. I might have to get a Caitlin Clark and a Sophie Cunningham jersey now. But yeah, it's cool somebody help stand up for Caitlin Clark because apparently the referees, I don't know what it is. Maybe the referees. Now I was hearing too from a veteran was saying the veteran talked to the coaches, WNBA coaches, and they said it's really tough for the referees to, you know, make calls, you know, deal with Caitlin. It's really tough or whatever. It sound like baloney to me. It just sound like refs don't want to do anything, but that's how it goes. So it's like not only the players are players, but also not only the players, it seemed like, but the referees. And I don't know, maybe the people in the office, they all just hating on Caitlin Clark. I was like, man. And Caitlin Clark, the thing is, she don't do the drama. She don't get up there and bash players at the panel. She don't say nothing bad. She just go about her business. And like, for example, last year, I don't know if it was a player from the Aces or whatever, Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA. The player scratched her in the eye or whatever. The referee did not do nothing. It's like they just turn their blind eye. It's okay when somebody's doing something to Caitlin, but let Caitlin try to defend herself. Oh, she just wrong. They just mad for her, you know, just basket stuff that she did. And like I think it was the Connecticut Sun. I mean, even though they did all that stuff in Caitlin, they still beat them down. That's the sweet part about it. They did all that and they still got beat. So now I guess the refs got to beef it up more. You know, I be wondering sometimes, do the referees and the players get together before these games against Caitlin? They on the phone talking, you know, chatting. They got like a group chat saying, here's what we're going to do to Caitlin this time. We're going to do everything they can. And she still shut them down. I don't know. Maybe it'll get better or not. I don't know. But I still think back about how the coach for the Dream Team, I mean, not Dream Team, but for the women's Olympic team, having Caitlin on there could have been a big plus. It's like she dropped the ball, but I think it was some hate there, some jealousy or something. And like I guess what I could see, in the veterans saying, you know, maybe they had seen more, like maybe if she had some more experience, but that could have been a big plus. Caitlin Clark was really marketable. They could have used her on the U.S. Olympics team last year, and that would have helped the WNBA brand because all the last few years, I know I've been recalling years, you know, 5, 10 years. I don't know. they've been whining, and I've been seeing on the internet on YouTube. They wish they can get more attention, all this and that. They brand. They feel like they're not getting fair treatment. So here come Caitlyn coming along, and look what happened. The coach didn't want to put on the U.S. Olympics team, and look at all this stuff going on now. You got somebody who's actually doing. I mean, basically representing the brand of WNBA. Like you say, she is a generational player. I mean, and like, look, was it last week or the week before? Caitlin Clark, she shot all those 3-pointers from half court. And maybe it was like 6 or 7 3-pointers from half court. It's like, man, you got somebody actually, some stars in there, somebody really doing something, and look how they doing. And like, what's that name? Brittany Renner, I think. You can see how the cameras is always watching. That's for sure. The players on the bench, and they zeroed in her. You can see on her mouth, her expression, what she said. She says, she said some rough stuff about Caitlyn. It's like jealousy. It's like, man, I honestly believe like they were everybody. They were actually. It seemed like to me maybe they were happy when Caitlyn was there, because now it makes them want to step up. I guess it show some spots, real spots. Show some how you want to say it? Like show where players are at with their game versus Caitlyn. Because Caitlyn coming through just killing it. I guess there was other players that were, that were there before Caitlyn, but you see Caitlyn getting highlighted. It just show you what she they call it the Caitlin Clark effect. Like, the girl was bad. So I wouldn't mind checking it out sometimes, seeing what she can do, on court. Check out the games, because obviously, she can ball. She don't take no stuff off nobody when she on court, but she don't get into the physical brawl and all. She don't do all that stuff, And that's the thing, is she don't get caught up in their drama and stuff. It's like, then I guess more stuff. Angel Reese is always the same stuff. I know they say instead of rebounds, they say me bounds. Because that one game, a couple of games back, she kept getting her own rebound, and she would not throw the ball out to none of her teammates. She just kept getting it. I said, oh my gosh. I said, now I'm starting to see why they saying like her rebound thing is scores really patty. You can see why. She won't pass. She won't throw the ball out. She just hog it. Hogging the ball hawk. I don't know, but that's how it is. Maybe it might get straightened out. So, and plus they were saying, they were just showing how the WNBA system needs to be upgraded with the referee and stuff. It shows you where it's failed. The system has failed. Apparently, they just don't care nothing about Caitlyn. They want to give Caitlyn everything, And the thing is, Caitlyn takes it and she keep going, but I guess maybe they expect her to keep taking the abuse, taking it because, I'm sure she's sick of it, but, she still be a sport, and she still, that's what champions do. They still going to come through regardless of the little crybabies on the side, just because they not as talented or whatever. And that's what it is, the jealousy, they just not as good. And, maybe they don't like it because she won't respond, get caught up in their drama, She won't take the bait, Caitlyn won't take the bait. Kate won't take the bait. I don't know, but it's crazy, man. It's like I never been this excited about WNBA until Caitlyn came through, and Brittany Renner. I think I'm saying the last name, Brittany Renner. Maybe like last year or so, when she got in trouble over there. I think I don't know. I can't remember where, but she got in trouble. She had crossed the water, crossed the seas, wherever, and she got busted. That was the most action the WNBA got. Her getting busted, going to jail, and she didn't know she was gonna make it back. And she's just up there dogging Caitlyn. She should be just glad in general she was able to get back here, because she didn't know she was sweating bullets. She didn't know if she was gonna make it back here or not, because she was stuck. But that's how people are, So, so I think Caitlyn's the best thing happened to the WNBA, because look at the jersey sale. Like when Caitlyn got hurt a few weeks ago, jersey sales. I'm saying that jersey sales went down. I didn't hear as much. It wasn't that exciting. You can tell a difference when Caitlin when she was hurt and not playing for the NBA versus her playing in the NBA. It's like it's just a feeling, that's what people want to see, and like little kids look up to her, she's like a role model, a positive role model, she's not doing all the drama queen stuff, it's like she's actually just getting down and playing. She just want to play ball, like look at Magic and Bird. I'm sure it's all part of the game, the trash talking and too, but they didn't have to like each other, but they respected each other's games, That's the thing about the sports. You don't have to like your competitor. There's no word written, but I've written that says that, but everybody respect each other's game, they can play, but, after the game, they ain't got to go have a beer or nothing like that, But yeah, look at Michael Jordan, look how they did Shaq. They had a thing called the Shaq attack. They had a thing for the Jordan rules, all that stuff. But, the players, they're going to have confrontation and things get heated, but they kept playing ball. And, there were some calls that, the calls Rev could have made, but they didn't. But, the great ones, they still busted through regardless. However, the referees try to play the game. They still came through. That shows you they still couldn't stop Michael Jordan from getting 6 championship rings. Look at Magic. He got 5. Bird got 3. Maybe 3 or 4 rings. Look at the great players. They still came through and got it. And in the Hall of Fame, too, look at Allen Iverson, He was a great ball player, He didn't win. He had a shot. He had a shot with the Philadelphia 76ers against the Lakers back in 2000. Yeah, that. They went to the finals. He had a shot at it. Like Reggie, he had his shot at the championship back in '99, but Bird was the coach for the Pacers, And it's cool to see. I guess it's like, 25 years since the Pacers been to the championship? Because it was '99 with Reggie, and now with Halliburton playing. So who knows? The Pacers might win come around next year, and the Fever might win it this year. But I tell you what, between the Pacers and the Fever, it's been a whole lot of basketball in town, in Indy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but basketball and football. I don't even hear too much news on hockey. It seems like they so drenched down with football and basketball. It's like, forget hockey and everything else, tennis, swim meets, everything, track meets. I don't hear nothing else on YouTube. It seems like. Or I'm either hearing stuff about college football. The Colorado Buffs, Deion Sanders, he had some health stuff going on. And of course, Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson do the stream, the nightcap thing or whatever. And of course, they gonna talk football. Of course, they switch up. They'll talk about basketball. But yeah, I tell you, it's a lot to absorb from all this stuff going on. This year definitely been different, and plus the NFL draft. I'm curious to see how the fall was going to be with Travis Hunter playing with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I want to see how what's his name, Jimmy Horn Jr. are going to do with the Carolina Panthers, and LaJonte Webster. I want to see how good he's going to do with the Baltimore Ravens, and Shador, of course, with the Cleveland Browns. But yeah, it's going to be a real interesting season. I want to see how many jerseys. I need to check it out, see how many jerseys Shador is going to sell. I know his jersey is going to sell out. I know the pre-order. I'm curious how many of those Funko Pops of Caitlin Clark going to sell out, because I thought you could get it now, but it's pre-order. It said pre-order. You can get it in October. I'm trying to figure out, why October? Why can't we get these out now? This ain't like Funko don't have the machine stuff. They can't press them and make them now. But I saw in the thing it said October. We're going to wait till October for the Funkos. But I guess if you want it, you just going to have to wait. You just going to have to wait. Do-da. But yeah, y'all, football and basketball every day. So now I'm getting flooded. I keep getting flooded. I've been trying to switch it up. But it's hard to escape football and basketball. I don't think I even seen anything on baseball season this year yet. Everything been so flooded. It's been more football and basketball than baseball. This is baseball season, you know. Mm, 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 I think that's a cool thing about it. I like this. You know, I think I will start doing this more. Just pop my phone on and say where I can use the camera. And the quality looks really good. It's shooting at 720. Kansas City. I still can't believe having a Kansas City Chiefs party. That sounds like a party of desperation, you know. Desperate people, desperate that for the win. Who knows? The Chiefs might make it back. The Chiefs might make it back next year. Super Bowl 26. It might be the Eagles and the Chiefs again, or it might Eagles and whoever. Might be the Eagles and I don't know. I got a feeling though the Eagles gonna make it back. You can't beat the quarterback and that running back. That team was just too good. They just got outplayed. The Chiefs. I think the Chiefs came off a little cocky, you know, especially like that last week or whatever. The Chiefs. What's his name? Mahomes and Travis Kelce. They didn't show up. They let the second team or whatever play against the Broncos. That told me they think they're going to win the Super Bowl. They ain't just got to do nothing. They out resting. And look what happened. They sitting back at home ordering on Amazon. I think they already got the Super Bowl in the bag. I'm just kind of curious what is Taylor Swift and Travis going to still be Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce, they still gonna be hanging out this coming fall for football. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom. Dun, dun, bum, bum. Dun, dun. As y'all can see, I got a load boatload of Funko Pops. Get low. Oh, here's one right here. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Michael Jackson Off the Wall album. This is like the actually first one I bought that has an album in it, you know, the album cover. Because Funko do have, they do got Funkos where they got the comic books in the background. I should start collecting those, but I had this. This is the only way I can get this Funko Pop, and it's Michael's Off the Wall album. I actually made exception because I really don't mess with these real big bulky ones, but maybe I can, if it's something that really catches my eye, and this is Michael, you can see the back. Check out the back. That's the back, and that's the front. That's the side. Right there. That's Off the Wall. I got Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Keep on. What if I stop? Don't stop. Oh. Got a James Brown Funko Pop right here. Hey, the Godfather of Soul. Check out there's the back. You can see the back. There's the front right there. There's James Brown Funko Pop. I got so many. This ain't half of my collection. This is just a little taste on my shelf, you know. Come taste and see. Oh, here you go. There's Superman right here, because Superman's coming out in July. I forgot the date, but the new Superman movie's coming out, directed by James Gunn. And it's going to be really good. Because the difference I like about this, out of all the Superman movies I've ever seen, well, I might have seen this dog one time, maybe the first Superman movie. But Crypto will actually be part of the movie. Because Crypto was in the comic books, you know, Superman's dog was Crypto. He could fly as well. You know, he could reverse time like Superman, you know. Crypto's in the movie, which is cool. I like how he sticking to it. Because James Gunn is the director for James Gunn is the director for what you call Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel movies. So he's taking what he did with Marvel and bringing it over to DC. So I heard it's going to be really good, that new Superman movie. Oh, so here's my Superman, my 10-inch Superman Funko Pop right here. The big dog, like, all right. That's the big dog. There's the back. There's the front. Big old Funko. This is Funko. This is the big 10-inch Funko Pop right there. You know, maybe I should get a cheap Funko Pop so I can make fun of it. I should put a Broncos jersey on Patrick Mahomes. I think somebody got me this for Christmas. There's Lois and Superman flying. Lois and Superman flying. I think they were flying off of the building. Superman came by the house, picked her up, and they flew off. Took a ride. They went for a ride. All right. Got my Whitney Houston Funko Pop. Whitney Houston. How will she know? How will she know? Oh, I got my Jackie Robinson Funko Pop. Whoop. Get in my system. Here's Jackie Robinson Funko Pop. Oh, here's Jarrell, Superman's dad, played by Marlon Brando. You see it. Let me get in there. A little bit good in there. That's Marlon Brando right there. Marlon Brando. Yeah, Marlon Brando. He played in a movie called Streetcar Named Desire. Called Desire. You know, in the movie says, it's Stella. He be out in the street. I think it's raining or whatever. He says, Stella. Stella. That's Marlon Brando right there. He's Jarrell. That's the back. So I got to get the Lex Luthor Funko Pop as well. Stella. I just called to say. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. My heart. Now, got my Christmas Coca-Cola bear over here. Got my White Castle Funko Pop right here. Check that out. Let's see here. Got this. This is something I bought a couple of years ago. Ant-Man. Metals die cast. Yeah, I think I got this from Toys R Us when Toys R Us was still around. I think they should have. Yes, it's all business because Toys R Us shut down. They were going out of business sale 2018. I even made a video of it. I went with my GoPro inside of there. Like, I was really disappointed Toys R Us shut down because I've been going to Toys R Us since third grade up to that time. It's like, man, they shut Toys R Us down. But actually, they kind of brought it back. It's like in Macy's, but it's not the same. It's not like a building of its own Toys R Us, you know. But yeah, Toys R Us. So yeah, it was disappointing. But I think there's actually one Toys R Us around. I think it's up in New York or Canada because There's a big YouTuber by the name of Top Pops. I think he goes to it. It's actually still one around in Canada. Yeah, Niagara Falls, Canada, somewhere up there. Because he lives he's up somewhere. He's always somewhere in that area. So maybe he lives in that area somewhere because he's really close by. But there's only one Toys R Us I know that's still around. But man, that's just messed up. Getting rid of Toys R Us. Toys R Us is gone. Kmart is gone. Woolworths is gone. Who else used to be around? Not Walmart. Walgreens. Walgreens was shut down. I know it shut down a lot of Kroger's back home. Then Harris Teeter took its place. What else? But yeah, man, it's like I don't get it. The places that I really like get shut down and versus places I could care less about, food places or whatever, Like back home, I remember Del Taco. I love Del Taco, and I think I was in the 4th grade. It was Del Taco. Me and my mom, we go to Del Taco, and we also went to Taco Bell. And I honestly believe Taco Bell was way better back then. That's like over 30 years ago, I guess. The food it tasted way better. Even those Taco Supremes tasted 1,000 times better than the ones they got now that I tried. But I still mess with Taco Bell some here and there. Matter of fact, I might have had it the other day, but I let Arby's go. I think this year will be 2 years since I haven't had no McDonald's hamburgers at all. I haven't eaten no McDonald's hamburgers or Burger King burgers. It's been 2 years now. I did go to Burger King last year, but it wasn't a burger. I had a chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich wasn't bad, but my areas I mostly mess with is either Starbucks or Chick-fil-A. They both got good service and everything. It's just better, man, to me. But yeah, I haven't been to Arby's in a couple of months. I don't even miss it now. So, yeah, I mess with Dairy Queen. Now, I do like Dairy Queen. I got to put Dairy Queen up there with Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. I never really had no trouble with Dairy Queen. And matter of fact, I think last summer they shut down last fall they shut down one of my favorite Dairy Queens, the old one, versus like the newer looking one. I like the old nostalgia, old buildings, the old nostalgia, vintage looking buildings, the older looking ones, It's just I like that kind of stuff, like old signs, old neon signs. But and I couldn't believe it. Out of all the Dairy Queens, they had to shut that one down. Oh, man, I don't know what it is, but maybe there's somebody who don't appreciate vintage stuff, the older stuff. It's always dealing with money, the property, so they can tear it down, put up new buildings. They don't care about nostalgia. They just think of money, land, which it is, it's property, but they just thinking money. They gonna shut it. They try best way they can make money. A grocery store or whatever. They don't care. Building can been up for 100 years. Somebody plotting to figure out how to tear it down so they can put up a grocery store. Put up a grocery store, but that's how it goes, man. That's the way it is. That's the way the world is. But yeah, it's always something got to be torn down. It's like no appreciation. It's like, man, one thing gets built up, and they tear it down. And the same thing go for the TV stations too, programming. I think it's like the people who were programming these TV stations like back in the 80s were people who grew up like in the 60s or 70s or whatever. So they had appreciation for the Saturday morning cartoons. So then, like, as the years go by, like early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2020, the 2010s, 2020s, whatever, there's new programming coming along, younger generation, somebody who probably didn't really appreciate that kind of stuff, or somebody who probably grew up in the 90s, late 80s or 90s, and probably was sick of Saturday morning cartoons, maybe. So they said they're going to get into TV and get into programming so they can shut it down. Because it's crazy. They shut the Cartoon Network down because I saw a picture of Tom from Tom and Jerry, and you see him looking at the tombstone with a flower. And, it's real sad, and all the other cartoon characters are surrounding that tombstone. And it shows Cartoon Network. They actually shut that down. That was one of the best things I enjoyed was Cartoon Network when it came out in the mid '90s, like '95, '96. And I think I really started getting into it. I would pass by and look at the old, but I know it was a lot of old cartoons. The Hanna-Barbera stuff, Tom and Jerry, Huckleberry Hound, what is Simpson and his dog. It was a lot of good stuff. But yeah, it's like they just want to. It's like it seemed like anything good on TV that was actually worth watching. And the only way you can get it, like I always refer back to, is with physical media. Because with physical media, nothing can stop you from enjoying what you want to see. I think I learned that trick from my grandma by her having that VCR and recording the TV shows you want. Because if it wasn't nothing on, she would just pop a tape in. I kind of think learned that early from my grandma too, my mom too as well, with the power of the VCR or physical media. So that way, if nothing wasn't good on TV, a TBS Superstation that have nothing good on, like on a Saturday or Sunday, just pop a tape in or or something else was good on TV. But it was always still something good on, whether TNT or TBS didn't have nothing on. It was like HBO Cinemax, and I think HBO and Cinemax used to be a lot better too, especially like in the 80s and 90s. It was always something good guaranteed to come on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the weekend. I always look forward to seeing some good movies. Then versus like now, I don't really, and that's the thing too with all the streaming now. I don't really mess with HBO and Cinemax. I don't really mess with it now. I look at the Disney Plus stuff, but I get into it. And Hulu's all right, and Netflix. I look at some stuff, but it just don't catch my interest like it used to. It was just better back then to me. Stuff I actually enjoyed watching. Looking forward to, like back in the '80s, like Who's the Boss? I think would come on Tuesdays, something like at 8:00. Who's the Boss would come on, The Love Boat. Just the old stuff. It was just fun to watch. I really enjoyed it. And the only way you could catch it, you had to actually be there to watch it. And that was the thing I actually kind of liked about the TV shows back then. Like 227 would come on Saturdays at 8:00. Then Amen would come on 8:30, and Golden Girls come on 9:00. And the only way you could see those if you had to be there, unless you had a VCR to catch it. If you missed it, because if you didn't catch it, you would miss it. And the only way you would catch it again, like they would show reruns. Maybe like during the summertime of the TV show, because they might have been filming, shooting for the next season, whatever. But that was the only way you could catch it. You had to be right there watching it. And I think too with like not Hulu, but Netflix, like with the Cobra Kai stuff, they already got the seasons already loaded up. You got the full season. I think it kind of kills the joy. Well, at the same time, it can be advantage and disadvantage. Like, it's already there. You can watch, just run right through them, binge watch. But I think there's the fun, like waiting for the next week to keep the excitement, the enthusiasm, waiting to see, then like having everything right there. I think it kind of killed the fun, because it keeps the excitement, but this day and age, it works better because now the thing is people are impatient. Everything has to be instant, microwave fast. So they want to binge watch, see every episode. But me, I got the patience. I'm still, from like when I remember watching TV in the 80s, the TV show, it's still there. I still, my attention span is really long. It's not short like that where everything has to be less than 2 seconds. Because that's the mindset, And I see that too, like with people, some YouTubers I see, and some people I know from TeamBuild, they go in their analytics, and they can see where people, their attention span is real short. It's like, man, if it's more than half a second, their mind just, it just mush. They can't stand there. They can't stay there that long. It's like, man. But that's the thing with technology. It's like making people, everything has to be a rush and a hurry. Where you're going to the grocery store, driving in the parking lot, everything has to be hurry, immediately. Quick. I'm surprised they don't have a button where you just push instant, bam, it's there in a second. Or A second might be like a year for some people. They can't wait that long. But man, I guess man, I'm just trying to figure out, everything because the technology just people just make people want everything quicker, quicker. But I'm not like that. I understand you still have there are things you still have to wait. I guess the good thing is like that. God is not like that. People wanting stuff instant. Well, you might want quick, but God is in control. He'll let you have it when he wants to or whatever. Like if you're praying, whatever, things are blessings, whatever. It's on his clock. He's in control of the boards, that kind of thing. But yeah, this world is like the technology has made people so impatient. It's like the incident. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. The guy went to a Subway and he wanted his Subway and his sandwich, and it wasn't right, whatever. And I was like, man, so he got mad, and pulled a firearm out, basically got violent conflict because of it wasn't done right the way he wanted. I was like, man, but that's how some people. It's like it just shows it don't take much, especially like with this day and age, everything is real sensitive. It's like, man, you always got to be. So like you have to be walking on eggshells with customers, whatever, because it don't take much to trigger them. And it seems like some look for an excuse to be triggered or do it. They want to do it. It's like, man, that's why I think I appreciate back then. Like when I used to go to Subway or to Walmart, even back in the late '80s, early '90s, it wasn't bad like this. With people, and people weren't all up on your ankles or your heels with their shopping carts trying to run you over. They do it in the grocery store, And one thing I don't like at the grocery store is somebody can have a cart. They're in the cereal aisle. And so they gonna look at the cereal, but the thing is, they don't have their cart exactly in the exact spot with them where they're looking at. They got their cart all the way down at the end of the aisle, and they weigh at this end. I'm like, why do some people do that? Just take your cart with, because they have their cart and it be in the way. Because where your cart is, somebody might be trying to see something else, on the shelf, but because your cart is there kind of blocking their way. But that's some things I guess people don't think about, It seems like it just seems like it's all a me thing now. Me. I don't care about you. Me. Go to the gas station, and it's me. This me. Everything is me. Honestly, do some people that mind it just run the word me just run through their 24 hours a day. Me. They sleep when they say me. But that's what it is. Me, everything is me. The waitress not fast enough. Now I can see some instances where, like, if you go to a restaurant, you waiting. Of course you gotta wait for the food to be cooked. It ain't gonna just microwave it and just throw it. You could, but they could do that. But you have to have waiting. But if you're sitting there like an hour, 2 hours, now that's too long in that instance. But some, the second they order their food, they want the second they order their food and give their menus back to the waitress. Some expect the food to be right there on the table the second they handing their menus to the waitresses. That's the mindset, But it's crazy, man. But yeah, I honestly think some people just need to have a button with them. They can just press, everything will be instant. Who knows? It might be like that. Give it a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. They push a button, it just pop up like on the Jets and something will pop up out the floor right to them because they're so impatient. But I think being that impatient just ruins a person too, because they so used to everything being instant. So the second they have to wait, it just kill their patience, just flip out. Well, I think it's a handicap. Everything being instant, it handicaps people, and you can see it too. Now I can see if some stuff is wrong. You try to go and make a change, try to make it right. But, some people, they don't have the patience. They want, if it's something wrong, they get into a big fuss about, if it's not working, if it's not right, they get into a confrontation. And like, there's ways to handle it. But people, I know it's just common sense. It's like, man, it's just all going out the window. It's like, It's like everybody for themselves. You know? Hey, what's that song? Welcome to the jungle. I can't remember who sing this song, but welcome to the jungle. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle. Makes me wonder sometimes how I keep from going under. Or like at concerts too, you know. It's the same thing. Or conventions. Like me and Gravy go to conventions. I remember taking my wagon with me to carry my camera equipment and stuff in it. And it's like the people who were behind me, I was trying to watch them, but it's like they were just looking straight on. It's like they can't see nothing else. If it's not directly in front of their face, they don't see what's down, you know, below them, on the sides of them, behind them. There's no awareness. It's like if it's not in front of their eyeballs, they ain't gonna see it. They're gonna trip, you know. That's the thing. I wonder how some people walk, you know, walking out and walking chew gum at the same time. Some can't do it because their attention span and their awareness is shot, you know. Their peripheral vision is gone. It ain't even there. I don't think it exists for some people. You know, some main things, the human mind, you know, peripheral vision, being aware, awareness, surroundings, you know, be aware of surroundings. But I don't see that's gone too. Matter of fact, it was the other day I was driving. He just on his phone. Once again, me and Gravy talked about this. Guy on his phone just going across the street, not even looking. It's like, man, I don't get that. Because it's so attached to their phone. It's like the phone is like, I guess, like a blessing and a curse. But, you know, it's also the responsibility of the person. Now, you got the drivers, they pay attention, but also the people crossing, you know, they just, they're not aware. They just don't pay attention. They so into that phone. It's like, it's so much important. Whatever's on that phone is more important than that life, you know. That's the way it seemed like to me. Well, I've seen people with headphones on now, too. I'd be curious when I see them with the headphones. I say, uh-oh, maybe I don't know how I wear it. So I got to be the more defensive driver, paying attention. I take them at face value. The way I look at it, I just assume they just not aware at all times. I don't assume anything. Okay, they don't see me or whatever. It's like, that's the way I have to drive all the time, you know. Or people on those scooters, you know, they don't care. Or you in the parking lot, you about to pull out, you see the road clear, but somebody just flying through there. So, you know, they speed of Gonzalez because, you know, it's all about them. But man, it's all about them. It's all about you. It's all about me. But yeah, the technology is it's a good thing, but it's also been a bad thing too. Because just look, everything is instant, instant. Everything has to be quick, fast. Even at the post office, I see it. You know, it's like it was like Monday on a Monday at the post office. I think it had to be early. I don't know, maybe 9-10 o'clock in the morning. I went to the post office. There wasn't no holiday. I couldn't believe how packed the line was. And that's the thing too, is like now, like with these concerts and stuff, the gamers now, of course, the earlier you get up, the quicker you move, you know, try to get a spot. Now everybody's doing the same thing, so that makes it more of a traffic jam. Everybody getting up early to try to get the seat or whatever, this and that. It's like, man, the competition with people going to a show or to the movies, getting up early or whatever. Yeah, at the movie theaters, it's the same way. I don't think I haven't seen it too bad at AMC. They keep it moving. Because now, the cool thing about that with the movies, though, I guess these shows, if you got your ticket on the phone, you can use your phone and scan it. So that's actually a helpful thing. So you can scan it. You don't have to wait in line for some people trying to get their tickets. You can get in quicker, maybe in the line, get you some snacks or whatever, and then, you know, get into the theater to get your seat. But man, just trying to get there and dealing with the people, you know, or concerts, you know, it's always the same thing. I've seen it too where some people take some other people's seats hoping they don't show up. And then when they actually get there for their seat, they seem like they kind of get a lot of attitude about it. You know, you in their seats they paid for, but they figure you didn't show up. Now I've seen that too. People do that. The person don't show up. I've seen some people they do that. They don't like because they done got comfortable in the seat. They didn't pay for it, but they were banking since you banking on it. You weren't there, so now they feel it's their seat. You know, but they get upset. They gotta get up and move. You know, it's just part of it. But man, yep. Mm, mm, mm. But yeah, the world is something else. Technology, everything has to be instant. Zoom. Everything has to be fast, quick food. You know, I still use the microwave, but I think I like stuff better on not desktop, but the stovetop. You know, cooking. It tastes a lot better too, like on the stovetop or in the oven than versus microwave. I like using the air fryer as well. Air fryers are really good. Air fryers, I think air fryers cook the food really good. It can be really crispy. It's not really doesn't leave no grease when it comes to the air fryer. Like you putting wings in there, or chicken tenders, you know, that kind of thing. Yep. So still, Jaden says, I wonder, hey Jaden, are you still y'all enjoying that a fake Chiefs party? That's just messed up. Hey, what's up, Marlene? How you doing now? Life with Marlene. I gotta catch back up with you. I see your alerts come up. I saw you in the stream the other day. Like three. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate the likes. Yeah. Yeah, just sitting here. I figure I'll go ahead and use my phone so I can have my camera on it. You know, have my Funkos in the background. Actually, get back on camera. Get back on camera for a little bit. You know, just a little bit. Yeah, glad to see you though. Life with Marlene. Boom. I gotta get back in Team Bill. I'm trying to work my way back. My hand's been tied up. I have not forgot Team Bill. I see Geo's alerts come up. Wow, cool. Oh yeah, thanks. This is my studio. Yeah, this is just like part of my Funko collection right here. But I got tons. Oh gosh, you ain't seen nothing. But yeah, these are my Funkos, and like I was showing earlier, right here. Here's my Michael Jackson off the wall Funko Pop right here. Don't stop till you get enough. It's the actual. I got the album cover in the background of the Funko Pop. It's really nice. It's the off the wall. This is the only way I can get them like this with the tuxedo. That's the only way they were selling it. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. But the force don't stop. Yeah, you have a store. I got a store. Yeah, it's funny. Keep on. What the force don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. Oh yeah, and I showed off this James Brown earlier too. I feel good. If you know I'm my James Brown. Hey. Weird. Oh, I got what you call? I got Aretha Franklin. Talking to me. It's Aretha Franklin right here. Just a little bit. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. Sock it to me. Oh, let me show you who else I got. He should be here on the shelf. If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys. Here it is, George Clinton. That's him as Star Child. George Clinton fought Parliament Funkadelic. I tell you, George Clinton's like one of the most influential people I think in music, you know. I think influential on my creativity and like Michael Jackson as well. Earth, Wind and Fire, showmanship. You talk about showmanship, George Clinton has it. Him in Parliament, Funkadelic, him and Bootsy Collins. Showmanship, you know. Oh, I've been doing all right. Yes, I've been busy working. I sure have. But yeah, I've been trying to get back in Team Bill because I see you, Pandy, Geo. Who Who else? Keto Granny. Yeah. Oh, Parliament Funk. Yeah, Parliament Funkadelic himself. Yeah, George Clinton. Yeah, last I saw George Clinton was we saw George Clinton 2019 at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Parliament Funkadelic performed outside of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, I actually got some video footage of it. George Clinton. I got the shirts too, like one that says Atomic Dog, and you see the Mothership Connection album cover on the shirt is black with the graphic on it, and the Atomic Dog. You see him, and the shirt is gray on it. I wish I grabbed a whole lot of more shirts. So I think that was the third time I saw George Clinton. So I saw him in October 92, October 99, and like May, June 19. So I saw him 3 times, and I still have not seen Bootsy Collins. And there's no Bootsy Collins Funko Pop. You know, they got the action figure, but no Funko Pop. Boom, boom. You know, I like Bootzilla. Boom, Bootsy's Rubber Band. Bootsy's Rubber Band. But yeah, I'm glad to see y'all doing good. Because I like when your alerts pop up. I try to, if I get on there, remember to share it, to post it, share your stream, you know. If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys. Dun, 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 the Mothership Connection. So, man, get off the screen. We are going to say what? We are getting what? A Bojangles? You know, I was just talking about Bojangles with the guy at the show the other day. I actually want to know about Bojangles. When I bump into people, they'll say they from back, you know, down south. I ask them, what you know about Bojangles? I mess with people all the time. Bojangles, I'm telling you, Marlene, you need to get the bowberries. Try the bowberries. Those are good. And eat them while they're hot. Eat them while they're hot. Eat the bowberries while they're hot. Get the dirty rice with the gravy. The biscuits. Oh, I love them biscuits. Now the bowberries, they got the berries inside, you know, like muffins, but they biscuits with berries in it, and they got a glaze on it, and it's so good. I think you can get like 6. I think you can order different numbers that you want, but that Bojangles chicken, it's a little spicy, and I love it. The dirty rice, the gravy, the biscuits, the mashed potatoes, and Bojangles is number 1 to me as far as chicken. And I found out a guy I bumped into a couple of months ago, a former Aggie. He said Mrs. Winters shut down. The only one I even went to, the only one Mrs. Winters I went to back home shut down. I don't know if you have a Mrs. Winters in y'all area. You know, we only have Zaxby's and Culver's close by. Getting Bojangles and Charlie's sub. Oh snap! Okay, Charlie's okay. Culver, I like Culver's. I like Culver's chicken tenders. I get those, the buffalo chicken tenders. Culver's. Get those chicken tenders. Dun, dun, dun. Boom. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I don't think I had Charlie's subs, but Culver's. I still haven't been to. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have been to Zaxby's. Maybe I went one time. I know there's a couple of Zaxby's around here, but I don't think I've been to Zaxby's. If I did, maybe it was once, if that. It seems like I may have went. I've been to Luciana's Mexican restaurant. That's really good. Luciana's. I like Luciana's. Yeah, Luciana's. Now, Culver's actually good. I never really had no trouble with Culver's when it comes to the service. Culver's actually all right. So, actually, I think I can put Culver's up there with Starbucks and Chick-fil-A and Dairy Queen. Now, churches, I've had some trouble. Churches. It seemed like that chicken I had, it was dry. It was a church. It ain't like the way it was back in the 80s, the way I remember it. Because I know me and my mom, one of the first sometimes, I know we used to go to churches all the time. That one at home, that first time I remember having a fried okra. Churches had a fried okra. Like, that was so good, eating that fried okra, and we went home, and it was good. It was good. But I think even back home, when I started going to churches, the chicken just wasn't the same like it was. So like the legs and stuff were just too big, just too big and bulky. They pumping those chickens with too much hormones in it. And I know people used to talk about that, the chickens getting pumped with too much hormones in, and it was causing the kids to develop a lot faster too, because of them hormones in there, because they would get pumped in there. And like you see at the grocery store, it always say these chickens, no hormones and all that, but is it really true? I mean, you can put whatever you want on the label, but how true is it? It might be, but you never know. Mm-hmm. Tyson's chicken, the chicken breasts and stuff, and say no hormones. Range free, the chickens were grass fed or whatever, range free stuff. No sweatshop eggs. You see on the labels for eggs and stuff. Oh, he said we on. Okay, so we on. Yeah, I never heard of Charlie's Subs. You hear any noise? It's just me and the boys. We don't have Zaxby's and Cobras close by. But yeah, Bojangles, that's a plus for y'all. Because I know you already got Portillo's. Matter of fact, I went to Portillo's. We tried to go last Tuesday. They were closed. Ugh. I think they closed around 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Portillo's. But Portillo's got the Chicago dogs. It ain't the real Chicago dogs, but Sonic used to sell. Y'all do got a Sonic, don't you? Down there, I know Sonic used to sell Chicago dogs, but now which I can't figure out. Another thing I like, another example. One of my favorite things are like the Chicago dog, and Sonic had, and they got rid of, but they got the Raggedy Coney dogs, which I don't care for. That'll be around forever. It seems like the worst stuff will stay around versus the stuff that was actually good. They get rid of that real quick. I don't know if it's marketing team or what. I don't get it. The stuff that actually sells and does better, they tend to get rid of it. They don't like it. I don't know. Yeah, it's always the stuff that you enjoy the most goes away fast. Like, I love the McRib, Well, actually, maybe that's, in this case, it might be a good thing because I love it too much. And I always, when I go there, when they come back, I get it every time. So that might be a good thing. It's like a seasonal thing. So I can get a McRib. The McRib might be an exception, But other stuff, they get rid of it. It's like, who come up with this, Getting rid of the stuff that you enjoy. He said, I hate when I love something and they get rid of it. Yeah. Why is it? There's something that like versus something that you don't like, it will be there and just drag and drag. It'll be there till the end of time versus something you enjoy, Maybe it's the people, they don't want people to have happy stuff. So their job is they want to try to get rid of all the happy stuff and keep all the boring, watered down, negative stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's popular, yeah. And that's the thing about it too. And they will scratch it, get rid of it fast as they can, because it's doing too good. They don't want good. They want stuff to be down. They don't want people to have good stuff. And that's the thing too. That's why I like cooking at home, making my own stuff. With food, buy my own groceries. I can make my own. I don't have to deal with. That's the thing. I don't have to deal with somebody serving it and fixing it for me. I know where it's coming from. And that's another thing. That's why I started bringing my lunch like a month now. So, I come out cheaper. And plus, I know where it's coming from when I'm fixing it. You prefer homemade. Yeah. Yeah, homemade is much better. You know where it's coming from. You know what to expect versus going out in the public not knowing what to expect. Because you never know. But like if you go to McDonald's or wherever, a hamburger or something, they might fall on the floor. They might brush it off and put it back. And that's the thing, you never know if they're doing it. I'm sure it happen plenty of times, but you never know. Yes, and it doesn't make you sick. And it doesn't make you sick, and it's cheaper. Yeah. Yeah, home is better. It sure is. Cooking at home is a whole lot better. And plus, on top of that, it saves you money than versus hitting the fast food every day. You know, I had to figure this out. I can't. It's too much, man. Little bags, piling. It's too much. I'm so glad I cut all that down. I sure did. And they don't. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Now you see in the bathroom it says employees must wash their hands every time they come in the bathroom. Now you wonder, how honest are these workers really being? Are they really being straight up washing their hands because they putting their hands like I know years ago it was a fast food place. I ain't gonna say the name, but years ago when I was back home, maybe like in the early mid-90s or so, new workers were coming to this fast food place, and next thing you know, it was reported they had hepatitis. Oh my gosh. That's the first time I actually heard like a breakout at a fast food place or whatever. Oh, what's up, Max? I'm all set up now. That's cool, man. Marlene said, yeah, they don't wash their hands. Yeah, good to see you, Max. Hope you're doing all right, man. Yeah, I heard you getting your Chiefs party set up, getting your party on. Get your boogie on down. Boogie down, 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 down. Down, down. Kansas City Chiefs party. Yeah. Yes, I guess in your mind you still think it's Super Bowl time. And since I have stopped eating out, I feel better and wait. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I feel a whole lot better, you know. Cause I used to hit Steak and Shake. We'd go to lunch, but I had to cut back. It was too much. You see, like after going to Steak and Shake, you know, having that heavy meal, it make it harder to work too, all that grease, you know. I got tired of that, you know. I didn't like that feeling, you know. And by me bringing my own lunch, making sandwiches, I feel a whole lot better too, you know. And I don't feel like I'm being weighed down after work, had to pick back up at work after eating and stuff, you know. I just feel free from that, you know. It's a good feeling, you know. I've been trying to do a lot better. And I know it's a difference too. And plus I save you some money too. Like you said, save you some money. Got some more extra, you know, jingle in your pocket, you know, more pocket change for you. Yeah, y'all will win. Y'all will win. You will win. Okay. Oh yeah, so I'm figuring out how to make it show up on the screen. Marlene said I lost. Good deal, Marlene. That's really cool. You know, you see a difference. Yeah, that's good. That's what I'm talking about. You see a difference. That's the advantages of having your own lunch, you know. And plus, and see, that's the thing. I had a habit too, you know, like if I would leave work, I would stop by fast food and get something. See, I would still have some stuff left over in my lunch that I would eat the whole meal till I got home and cook something. And it's a whole lot better. You know, it brings me back to like when I was in school at elementary. You know, my mom, she would fix my lunch. So I feel like I'm back in elementary school taking my lunch again. You know, I enjoyed it. I really do, because it's, you know, my habits that I had when I was in elementary school at my lunch. Like if I was hungry, I'll still have something there. If I didn't eat it during lunch, I'll eat it, you know, because I know I'll be hungry. I have something to snack on my way to home. The grandma's at home, you know, going home. And it's those same habits are still there. It's like it like nostalgia, you know, a good feeling. I still got those same habits came right back to me. They never went nowhere. You know, all these years they've been sitting there. And next thing you know, boom, they got reactivated. You know, it's a good feeling to do that. Bring your own lunch. A lot of people from work I know was doing that. You know, why haven't I been doing that? You know, Jane said, tell him, Molly, so I only eat out once in a month. Yeah, that's a good thing, because, you know, there's some people I've worked with, and, you know, I've heard, plus people, I've seen people do it. Like, they'll go buy, like, $200, $300 worth of groceries, and they'll still go out to eat. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. What they want to do, but that's the point. Trying to cut back, save. Be thrifty, save that money, so you don't have to do that. And that thing is, when you got food at home, you don't have to worry about trying to stop somewhere. I know, because sometimes sometimes I can see you be tired. You still want to just get something, then trying to go home and cook. Now, it can be a convenience, but I try to stay out of that habit and not do that, because then you work your way back into what you were trying to get yourself out of, Jaden said, Max Charles, that's a good one, friend. Right on, man. Right on, right on. Right on, right on. Marlene says, I call it my monthly treat. Yeah, that's cool. And plus it saved, like if you got a park in place and stuff. I miss my comments. That's how he knows the Eagles is bad. Now wait a minute. Eagles are nothing. And I called it. There it is. See, yeah, Eagles are something. You thought you was slick. Okay. Marlene says, I call it my monthly treat. Right on. Yeah, you notice too, you're saving money. That's the name of the game. Save that money. Also, my friends, we get together and we also get together and cook. That's cool. Yeah, that's how you do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Instead of eating out. Yeah. I got back to, like when I was back home, my mom do a pot roast. She had that crock pot. She would do pot roast on Sunday. She'd get those potatoes and onions and she'd cut it up and she put the pot roast in there and have it, My mama could get down. Get down on it. Get down on it. Hey, what's up, 14K Bird? Something new here, man. How's it going? Appreciate you coming in. 14K Bird. Yeah. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, if you're coming in, please hit the like button. It really help my channel out. Please help me. Please. Yeah, like a potluck club. Yeah, everybody bring something. A potluck club. Yeah, what we talking about? I'm just talking about, saving money, bring your own lunch. Save that money. Avoid trying to eat out all the time, because it'll burn a hole in your pocket eating out all the time. Yeah. Save that money, man. Try to save that money. Save that money. Yeah. Saving money. Because I've been doing it for about a month now. I'm bringing my own lunch, and I know it's a difference. And I'm excited about it. It's like being in school, having my own lunch, my sandwiches and stuff. Bring my chips and snack, because I'm actually happy. I still end up being a little more hungry, but I might go somewhere. But it saved me time from walking somewhere too, than versus had to go real far and like it cut into my lunchtime. Got to wait in line, like go to Steak and Shake because so many people or where else got to walk far, and it cuts down on my lunch. Cut down on walking places. I have more time to eat my food, and I can really kick back and enjoy eat my food and kick back and relax, that kind of thing. Says 14K Bird. That's kind of a cool name. 14K Bird said, Max Charles, don't talk about my team like that. You're just mad that we won something, cry baby. That's funny. But yeah, Marlene, yeah, and that's cool. Yeah, you say you notice the difference in weight and stuff. Yeah, and plus you feel better too, and like after eating a heavy lunch and coming back to work, oh my, that's hard to do. I don't know how I did it, but I know I've stopped doing it. I can't have that because and plus after I eat my lunch, I can actually just sit there and relax, and sometimes, when we go to Steak and Shake, I feel like sometimes I have to rush. We still leave early enough time, but, it's set like I'm sitting there watching the clock and eating my food, I still eat my food and enjoy it, but, But when I brought my own lunch, I have to do that. I don't have to do that. I can just actually sit there and really enjoy my lunch and take my time. And I don't have to worry about getting up trying to get back to work because I already got a spot where I don't have to walk too far, versus walking so way far down to Steak and Shake. Let's see here. 14K Bird said, I'm an Eagles and Broncos fan. Good deal. I'm a Broncos fan all day. And forget the the Chiefs. But yeah, that's good, Marlene. That's what I'm talking about. That's the advantage of having your own food from home. You know what you get and you're dealing with. Well, I should have been doing it. From some other guys I work with, bringing that. Like some will have some extra sandwiches in their bag to have on break when we take a break. I need to start doing that. Just pump it up. And I renewed my Sam's membership, so Sam's has been helpful too as well. Getting stuff in bulk, help for my lunch. So, it saved me a lot of money. It saved me some money. So I've seen a difference. I've noticed a big difference too. You can have that extra money that you're going to spend at the fast food or whatever, take out, help on the gas, going to work every day. I want to Super Bowl II. Just getting lazy. That's all. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you don't want to cook, that. And by doing that, it keeps you in the habit of cooking, by bring your own food and cooking versus waiting on something. And that's the thing, too, I really cut down on that. Why do I keep waiting on somebody to bring me some food? I can do it myself. It'll take a little time, but I can do it myself and cook it then versus somebody. And another thing, I was at KFC, maybe 2 days in between each other. The time I went, you can tell it's a young girl. She had braces on, T. She had to be 16, I don't know, or so. But it's like she's a little attitude. And see, that's the thing too. Bringing my own food, I ain't gotta put up with the nasty customer service. One of the teenagers or whatever, because they got an attitude or whatever. They in a hurry or whatever. Get on their phone, talk to their friends. I don't know, chat, whatever. I don't care what it is. I ain't got to put up with it, Good, I get sick of it. But yeah, had an attitude. When I saw her braces, gosh, But hey. Said Kendrick Lamar did good. I was going to do the national anthem. Okay, but they found someone else to do it. Yeah, I'll be famous. Right on, I hear that. That's right. Just keep pushing our 14K Bird. Just keep doing your thing, man. The doors will keep one door open, another door. One door closed, another one open. But yeah, you're right about that, Marlene. Just getting lazy, not want to do nothing. But see, and that's the thing too. By me bringing my own lunch, it broke me from stopping after work too. And I noticed that too. Cause I used to have that habit. I would stop, had to get something. And then, but I had something in my bag, like, another sandwich. I still had some stuff I could snack on. And it's working too, that habit. I brought my lunch in a couple of days because wasn't no need, because it wasn't no long day. The hours weren't long because after work, I just come home and eat or whatever. I might stop and get something, but it cut down on that. I hadn't do much this week, but just doing that, leaving work and just go straight home or whatever. Don't bother with that. A hassle because you're tired, and then you got to put up somebody else in line waiting on some people. But that's the thing I like about Chick-fil-A. The parking lot can be jam-packed. I guarantee the service and everything will be 1,000 times better than a McDonald's or Hardee's or whoever, It'd be 1,000 times. It still runs just as smooth. And that just shows you Chick-fil-A, care more about their business. They got the kids out there, the teenagers, workers out there in the drive, ringing up the customers to make business move, keep it moving, That's really smart. I guess McDonald's and them, they just never learn. So you just pull up and they order, no matter how hateful. And none of the workers are hateful too from Chick-fil-A. I never had no problem, you know. They weren't hateful or anything, you know. They always got a service and a smile. And EFC, even they like they don't mean it, but they do a good job. But I think it seems like they're really sincere about it, you know, the workers. Even the young teenagers, so that shows me too. This is a young teenager, I guess, like, I don't know, 16, 17. And it's like you still can even see the difference with the teenagers between a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A 1,000 times better. So then that shows you, did the employer, did the company fail them on training right? Then maybe they did give them the training, or they just not following, or they didn't give them the proper training. So it's like, I don't know. Did they just throw them a book? Here, read this about customer service and just do whatever? I don't know. I still try to figure that one out, you know. But so then it just shows when it comes down to it. Then it's just personality. Some are happier where they at versus where they at, you know. But I know people do the best they can, but still, man, it's like, well, why do we gotta suffer because they not happy, you know, or whatever. Attitude. So you've been a rapper. People everywhere be telling me that. What? Yeah, either way, man, just keep doing your thing, man. You know, 14K bird, just keep doing your thing, you know. Just pray to God, you know, God show you the way to go. Like I was saying, one door closed, another one open, you know, so just keep going. Forget all of that, just keep doing your thing, you know. Like that thing I was explaining earlier about haters too, you know, the thing with Caitlin Clark. All the stuff people throwing at her, all whatever, she just keep doing her thing. She don't engage in nothing. It just, that's how some people are, you know. It's like, you know, I know it sucks though, but you know, just keep doing your thing. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you know. I tell some people, you know, even though you pray all the time, even though it don't seem like God is listening, but trust me, God can hear you from like a trillion light years away. Oh, he can hear you loud and clear. You know, it's just, you know, just because you don't respond right away doesn't mean he's not listening. So, you know, you just have to be patient, you know, because the thing I learned too, God always shows up on time. Even though you can't see it, he does, but God is listening, you know, you just keep praying, you know. That's all you got. That's all you can do, you know. I just tough it. Don't bother me. Right on, you know. Plus, you know, being tough, you know, be persistent and, you know, keep going, just keep pushing, you know. Things will work out one way or another. You know, if you believe that, you just keep doing it, you know. Just keep on. Keep on. You got to keep on. Yeah, man. That's the thing, too, like I was saying earlier, 14K bird, I was playing like Caitlin Clark. Look how good of a player she is, and look all the hate she's getting from players, all ends. Even the referee, the referees hating on her too. They won't make no kind of calls, you know. The referees a bunch of wimps, all right? I'm gonna say it. They not calling it right, you know. But when another player from another team does something to her, it's cool. So it's like it does make sense, you know. The one basically, like they said, she's the face of the brand, the face of the league, and look how they letting her get treated, you know. You know what I mean? But you know, she's still persevering with all that. That just shows you just how good of a player she is, you know. For that much to come at her, I mean, it's unfair, but I mean, it's all part of the territory. But you know, the WNBA got to do better, you know. But hey, I still watch Caitlin Clark, you know. And Caitlin just gonna keep rising, you know. They ain't gonna stop her. They might slow her down, but they're not gonna stop her. You know, same thing with you. They might try to slow you down, but they're not gonna stop you. You just keep going, you know. Because if you quit, that's just showing, you know, you're giving them the power. You know, only thing you can do is control you. You can't control nobody else. You know, that's something you learn over time. You don't control you. You can't control other people. You can't. Even if people don't act like you can't get mad or upset because the way you do something, you can't expect somebody else to do the same thing. Everybody does things different, do it their way, you know. But it still can end up at the same destination what they're doing, you know, still be the same thing. People just have different ways of doing things, you know. But yeah, just keep on moving. Who was that? Who was that? Keep on moving. Came out in the early 90s. Keep on moving. That's right. I guess in basketball, you got to have tough skin in WNBA. Well, apparently, everybody in the WNBA don't have tough skin. That is for sure. It shows, too. Their colors come out. They don't have, a lot of people, you can see, don't have tough skin, but Caitlin Clark does. Look at Magic and Michael Jordan. Could you imagine they whined, they cried about every little they cried about every little thing somebody did to them. They wouldn't have been as great, you know, being able to push through and do what they did because you know who they are. And that's the thing, people know who they are, regardless what somebody say or try to do it, tear them down or whatever, roadblocks. They know they believe in themselves. They know how great of a player they are. And it shows they let their game talk, you know, versus and getting up on the panels and whining about every little thing, saying, you know, this and that. And Caitlin Clark, she didn't whine. She still, I mean, some stuff you can speak up. She does have the right to speak up. She wasn't whining about stuff. She wasn't whining. She was saying, you know, why the ref ain't stepping up, you know, calling the plays for her, you know. That just shows you that's just how it is, you know. So hopefully maybe things will straighten out, but I don't know. I can't see it right now, you know. Yeah, 14K bursts. I'm struggling. My house coming. Sorry to hear about that. I lost my brother, my cousins. My cousins through. Yeah, sorry to hear about that. Just, you know, the 14K bird, just gotta pray, man. You know, prayer works. It does, man. Prayer, it works. It works. Trust me. You just pray. All you got to do is pray. Do 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 do. People laughing at me. Yeah. Well, look, people gonna be people. You know, that's something you can't control. You know, that's just how some people are. You know, it's like, but you know, you gotta try to find a way. You know, look past it. You know, be tough. You know, have tough skin. You know what I mean? Because you know, yeah, because you know, like let every little thing you know try to bother you, it'll drive you crazy. You know, but you know that's when you try to learn. And, you know, at least learn that in school. You know, and learn to ignore people. You know, just block them out, put them on. You know, put that black bar on their head or you know. I heard some people put them in a little padded room, block them out. Marlene said, "Drop your link." Okay, let me see how to drop the link from the phone. Come, eyes on the phone. Oh yeah, and that's the cool thing. Marlene does videos and stuff about this every day. She talks about it, and she's good at it too. I mean, she gets it. You know, people. You know, yeah, man. Yeah, Marlene's the one. She's in. She's into it. She does those videos. Life of Marlene. She talks about it all the time. People, everyday people. Let me find how to get you on here, Marlene. But yeah, Marlene is someone who has a lot of experience dealing with the stuff as well, you know. So yeah, so 14K bird, you're not the only one, you know. But yeah, it sucks, man. That's some people are. I'm trying to figure out how. Oh, guest. Here we go. Invite a guest. Yeah, you're welcome, Marlene. Copied. Okay. Okay. Hey, Marlene, there's the link right there. Yeah, there's the link right there. You can click on it. But yeah, Marlene got a lot of firsthand experience. She can because every day, that's what she talk about. Everyday people, all this stuff I'm talking about. Marlene does it every day in, day out. She knows this stuff backwards and forwards. She does. She proves it every day with her channel, Life of Marlene. What's the other one? Motivation. What Marlene motivates. Just the titles in her channel name, it says it all. All right, you see the link, Marlene? I put it in there. Boom, 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 boom. And it's on. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Hey, Marlene, can you hear me? Huh? Are you there? I don't think I can hear you. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. I didn't get no. Hold on. You come back. I don't know what. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I clicked on invite guests. I'm doing it on the phone. I'm not on my computer. I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. It's cold. Let me see. Do. Yeah, can you try to come back, Marlene? I can't figure out why I couldn't hear you. Yeah, click on the link again. I don't know what happened because I was trying to see if I can bring you up. Media, banners, style, look, presets. I don't know. Yeah, just click on copy. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in here again, Marlene. Paste. Try it. Okay, there's the link again. Try it again, Marlene. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't hear you. Once again, it's on. Yeah, just hang in there, 14K bird. It'll be all right. I know it's like part of growing pains in life. Well, but you know what? You take that pain and you learn from it. That's how you grow. Because of the pain, that's how you grow and get better. From the pain. I know it's stuck, but it helps. It helps push you and make you evolve. You know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what. Hey, Marlene, you still there? I put the link back in there. See if you because I clicked. Not sure what happened. Once again, it's on. Nobody wants to adopt me. Yeah, just hanging there, 14K bird. Marlene. Well, yeah, well, hey, Marlene, I put the link back in there, so hopefully you can get back on here. But I can't figure out why I couldn't hear you. Find the time. 1, 2. Yeah, because I got it set up. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Hopefully Marlene will come back. Yeah, I didn't click her off because I saw her in the guest. Then next thing when I was trying to bring her up on here, it disappeared or something. Come and get it. We'll hopefully get Marlene back. But yeah, 14K bird. Yeah, Marlene's experienced a lot of stuff firsthand. That's somebody's channel. That's somebody to check out. Who knows what's going on? What's up? Cause look at the name, Life of Marlene. Marlene motivates. She talks about it every day. Not letting people get you down, dealing with the haters, all that kind of stuff. Hey, she got a lot of good points on her when she talks about those topics. She talks about it every day. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I heard the beat. Okay, so hey, what's up, Marlene? Can you hear me? All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get you. You still there? Let me see if I can get the banner. You preset. How about me and guess? No, no, it ain't. Oh Lord, I can. Oh Lord, Marlene, I don't know what's going on, Marlene. I can't. Oh, add to stage.
There you
Oh,
go.
oh, there we go. All right, I had to figure it out on the phone. Add to stage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
What's
yeah, what's
going
going
on,
on?
Shannon?
Not much. Sitting here, enjoying the chat. Enjoy
Hmm.
yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see you got a lot of Funko Pops.
yeah, I sure do. Look at them. Yeah, I got this. Just this ain't even half of my collection. You just seeing a little bit of.
What?
Oh, please.
When I saw you were live, I thought you was in a store.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot. This is just like two shelves behind me. I was gonna get a third shelf, but uh-uh. But these shelves are loaded from front to back. Every shelf is loaded.
Whoa.
Yeah, and this still ain't half of my stuff. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
hmm Oh, here's one of my favorite ones I bought like a year or so ago. It's oh, it's the Home Alone one right here. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The scene with Marv and Harry gonna break into Kevin right there. That's the front. Here's the back.
That's
Yeah.
that's my sister that one of my sister's favorite movies.
Yeah. Home Alone. Yeah. I think
She will watch that about 80 times a year. Oh,
even when it's not Christmas.
I know
hmm
she'll it don't matter.
Yeah.
I
That's like
just I just it just don't make no sense. There's certain subscriptions it's better for me to just pay for it because she'll just keep trying to watch it on Amazon or something when if I just get the Disney, it's
yeah.
always on there.
Yeah, or just buy the Blu-ray or DVD or VHS.
I know that's what my sister said. Girl, you should just buy her the Home Alone movie and then be done with it.
Yeah, it'll save a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Save your time and money. Now look, here's Christmas fake National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I got right here the set, the big one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Holiday Row. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody was oh you really missed that song Geo just made.
Look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What I
Yep.
missed?
She got a song and she said this will be perfect for sure, Shannon.
I bet it will.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Geo's Geo wanna be starting something. Geo wanna be starting something. Dun, 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 dun. hmm
Yep.
I gotta catch up with y'all. I see the. I tell you, I don't know what it is. It's something about Wednesdays. They come too fast for me for the week for my stream, and then Fridays. Good gosh, Wednesday and Friday.
Well, you know that she has now we're in Instagram too.
What you mean?
Like you can get buddies in Instagram.
I need to start doing that. But the thing is, I'm behind. I feel bad. I gotta catch up and finish get because I cut myself off because I don't want to take no more stuff on. Cause I want to finish getting everybody's stuff to them before I even pick up. I'm gonna try to pick up on that week and get everything cleared out the way so I can pick back up. Cause I
No, I mean now you don't have to if you can't she has a 6 hour group
okay.
and that has been good for me because I'm busy too like you. Sometimes I can't do 50 cuz I got too much stuff going on, but you could do a 6 hour. I'll start a 6 hour buddy before I leave for work. And when I come home from work it's done.
Wow, just 6 hours? A six
Yeah.
hour playlist?
Yep.
That might help me out because trying to because that other one I think is set for like ain't
It's
like 2 day
50.
or 3 day or something.
Yeah, it's 50. Yep. So, what I like to do is if I get myself 10
Yeah,
6 hour buddies for the week,
yeah.
and sometimes you can double. If you get 5 doubles, I can play 2 people a day, and by Friday I get all my what is that, 60 hours.
Wow.
Hmm.
I might have to start doing that, take it in small chunks and work my way back because I got to get something going. Plus, that will help me get my stuff up better, getting paid. My hours and
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah, cause
Yeah, that's what I do. You should talk to Gio about it because
yeah.
I couldn't do 50 for a while, and my hours started going down. And she said, "Well, get in the 6 hour group." And that's what I did. And I started getting 5 doubles. And all you have to do is do play two 6 hours a day.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And that way you can have 5 buddies playing your playlist 12 hours per person.
Okay, I think I'm gonna look into that. Set up a 6 hour playlist. I can set up a couple of 6 hour playlists.
Yep.
That's easy.
And
Yeah.
what I like to do is I can have a new playlist of 6 hours every week. I just make sure every week I make 6 hours of content.
Wow, that's easy to do.
Yeah, and that's not difficult to do.
Mm,
No. All you have to do is maybe you do a 2 hour stream, and
mhm.
then you could just do a 4 hour thing where you're just hanging out doing something, and boom, you got your 6 hour. And every week I could get 6 hours of content played.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll make note of that. But I did take your advice when you told me about like trying to make 2 videos a day or something for like 5 days. What I've been doing, I've been racking up on just making videos like at conventions, making shorts. And I got a stockpile of just shorts in a folder, just lying
Hmm.
down. And so what I do is I take them, I sift through the ones I want and put it on my phone, so that way I can upload it, every day or whatever. So I got a stockpile of those.
Oh, I got something new, Shannon, that I've been trying to try out, and
Yeah.
I think it's been working pretty good. I've been doing 5 minute vlogs,
Uh huh.
and that's easy. I just turn on the camera. Hey guys, I'm about to go X, Y, and Z, and then you show yourself going in there, and you just make your camera run for the next 4 minutes, and then say, okay, guys, I'll see you guys back tomorrow.
Wow, yeah, 5 minutes to burn up real fast doing.
Five
Yeah,
5 minutes don't take nothing. By the time you pull up in the parking lot, walk inside, show around a few things, and then say and show yourself leaving. Okay, guys, see you back tomorrow. And now everybody, you know how people are, they're nosy. They're gonna say,
yeah.
what you gonna show us tomorrow?
You know what? I need to start doing that because I have to work. I just keep making it easy for myself. And you know what? I was saying earlier, um, like I shoot my videos. Actually, I got some videos I need to get up. I got them made. I come home and shoot the videos. I don't mind doing it. But I think another thing, like if I buy something new, like some Funkos, I shoot the video. But I think what I should start doing, but the second I come from the store, I'm excited, instead of sitting down trying to stop and just put the camera out and make a video, just go live with it. Just
Well,
throwing up.
that is what I like to do. I'm famous for, as
Yeah,
soon as I get somewhere, you can just do live vlogs of 5 minutes. Hey
yeah,
guys, I'm just coming in quickly. We're about to go in here. I'm gonna show you this, and then
yeah,
walk inside, show what you're gonna show, and then say, okay, guys, I'll see you back tomorrow. And what's gonna happen is people are gonna start getting used to you being consistent every day.
that's the thing. That's what I want to get consistent every day. That way I'm in the feed of in the algorithm because I got my shorts, but just actually seeing me actually getting my videos back on my channel instead of the shorts. I want to
Yeah.
videos. I want to get that's a good idea.
That
Um,
and that's what I do on my other channel, Marlene Saunders Show, because
yeah,
the more channels that you have, you got to make it easy on yourself. You know,
yeah,
I don't have time to be making videos for every channel. So because that's a podcast channel, what I do is I just go live on there and do a 15-minute or less topic.
yeah. Okay.
So it don't have to be 15 minutes. It could be 10, it could be 8, but I just come on, and by the time you say a few things, it's time to go.
Yeah, yeah,
And what is happening is now people are used to seeing me live Monday to Friday for 15 minutes or less.
Oh, that's good. That's what I want. That's the thing I'm trying to get myself instead of just Wednesday. Make it where I'm doing it every day. So when Wednesday comes around, it's already in the groove. I can just for a few minutes, yeah, just showing what I got. Or like if I go get a new Funko or something new every day or every other day, whatever, I can just go live with it instead of just making a video.
Yep.
Just live.
And for me, it's easier to just hit live because I don't have to worry about editing and fancy stuff. And you just turn on the camera. Hey guys, this is what I want to show you. Blah blah blah. Whatever it is. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It don't have to even be 15 minutes. You could just do a 2 minute, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, make it easy. That's a good point because I need to try. That's the thing I've been trying to remap everything, make it easy on me, like you're saying, because because that way you get that. If it just for a few minutes it's consistent and you got something, at least you got something done, and you can go the
Hmm.
next day or whatever. You're getting something done instead of trying to overwhelm yourself, bogged down.
that 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 is what my mentor has been helping me because I think I'm a perfectionist or an overthinker. I want it to be perfect before I release it. And she
Yeah,
said, if you looking for it to be perfect, when you ever gonna get it done?
yeah, because you're so bogged
Never.
down, and time is wasting and gone another day. Like that's the thing I'm trying. I try to make each day count with my shorts, but doing it live, I think that'll make it fun. I can balance it. And then I'll start working my way, getting my regular videos, just working my way around and getting into a habit where I'm
Yep.
doing it every day consistently. You know.
Or Shannon, you could get on live and just talk about whatever you want to, how your day was, dealing with people. It don't have to even be about any of that. It could be Sure Shannon Talks. You can make it a podcast.
Yeah.
Hmm. Today I had an awful day, and so and so and so and so, but I chose to be positive. Say whatever you want to say, and say I just wanted to say to anybody who's had a bad day, you're not the only one, and don't give up. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's stuff I can chime on every day because some of the people I work with, and like the companies that come through when we setting up those meeting rooms, they can be kind of nasty. It's like I got plenty of stuff I want to say, but I had to keep my governor on.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep, that's what do you think I do when I talk about topics? I don't say who it is and stuff because that's not professional, but I
Yeah,
just talk about a little bit like what I'm going through, and then
yeah,
other people will chime in and say, "Yeah, I had that happened to me before," because people can relate to it.
yeah. Relatable is everyday stuff. Yeah.
Hmm. So try that, Shannon. Just start off with just a few minutes, and you'll see it. After because I do Monday to Friday, and the first week when I did that, going live for 15 minutes a day, Monday to Friday, by the time Saturday got there, I felt like I should have been live. And I
Oh, okay.
said,
I
no,
see.
today's your day off.
Just Monday through Friday. That's something I should have a schedule. Yeah, just Monday through Friday, and take the weekend if you want to. But let those be your days of rest. You can recover and you can think about stuff or whatever. Free day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
That,
what I started doing to myself. Stop stressing myself out,
yeah.
because you got to still have time for yourself and your family. So I've been making that now has been helping my mental health too. I make sure I just do content creation Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday is for me or my family, and I'll see y'all back Monday.
Wow. I like that. Have those 2 days off, like Monday through Friday work, then take the weekend off, like school. Monday
Right?
through Fridays. Yeah, I like that school schedule. Monday through Friday. The weekend was mine. Do whatever I want. Have fun because I put all the work in the rest of the week. You know.
Right. And in that way, you don't burn out.
That's a good point. Yeah, because
Hmm.
I gotta. I've been trying to work myself, and I'm trying try to sit down and play myself. I like that. Just going live that way, I can have consistent every day. Because maybe I should start tomorrow and do. Because I was thinking about. Cause I used to be in a routine where I would do my stream on Wednesday. I used to do those like the live videos where we watch. I used to do it with Kim. We would watch a show or whatever, and we would
Oh
talk.
yeah, I remember that.
What I forgot what we called it. We called it something, but we would
I
chat.
forget, but I remember when we used to watch those movies and
Yeah,
then react to it.
yeah.
I remember what's that one that we used to watch that I used to love? What's that one on Disney?
It wasn't WandaVision. No.
No, what was that? Uh,
Was
um,
it Captain America? No, it was.
no, what was that one? And oh man, and it was a really good show, and they promised to come back in August, and it never did.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't WandaVision? No, it wasn't.
No, oh, I can't remember
Mm-hmm.
something. What was it? It was. Oh man,
Was it a
I
Marvel
could
show?
I could look on Disney right now and look it up.
It wasn't a Marvel show, was it?
What was that? Let
Mm-hmm.
me look. Let's see. Let's see. It was called. Let me look. Hold
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still looking for it.
Yeah.
What was that
Let's see.
cartoon?
It
Okay, I'm here on the app.
wasn't Loki, was it?
No, it was something, man, and it had a very nice name to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of it. Something like, and it was part of like not Star Wars. It was in that.
Well, it wasn't Mandalorian, was it?
No, it wasn't Mandalorian, but it was a part of Mandalorian.
No, it's Ahsoka. Oh, Boba Fett.
Yes, it was Boba Fett.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, they never came back with a new season.
Yeah. That was good. Boba Fett was good. I was disappointed they didn't come back because that was really good.
I was addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Boba Fett was good. Oh man, and I like how out the gate, the first episode, right out the gate was really smart. They show you what happened to Boba Fett because the last you saw him was Return of the Jedi. He got sucked in by that big swamp thing or whatever, and they show
Yeah.
you what happened to it. They give you the backstory, rewinding what happened. They pick up from where it left off from Return
Yeah,
of
I
the
like
Jedi.
that too.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that was smart to come out that way. That I think that's the best way to capture everybody's interest because everybody that's something that's been over like 30 years, almost 40 years. What happened to Boba Fett after that? You know?
Everybody wanted to know.
Yeah, that was real smart the way they did set that up. They
Yeah,
set
but
it
I
up
was
real good.
disappointed. I even sent an email to Disney like, "What happened to Boba Fett?"
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Boba Fett.
disappointed because
Yeah.
I kept waiting. They said a new season was gonna start in August, and that was over a year ago.
Ooh.
That was last year, August. August is gonna come again.
Oh wow. They owe Boba Fett that some. They owe him some more seasons because
Of
I love.
course, I think it did well.
Yeah. Let me see. I
Hmm.
got a Boba Fett Funko Pop. Let me find
Yeah,
him. Boba, he's
yeah.
somewhere.
You got a Boba Fett Funko Pop?
Yeah, I got a gold one, and I think I got a regular one too. I thought I
Oh,
bought the real big one. I guess I didn't buy the real big Boba Fett, the 10-inch one. I got Star Wars, a bunch of. Oh, here it is. Bam! I knew I had Boba. I got Mandalorian too. I think with I got here he is. It glows in the dark. Boba
oh
Fett.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, there he is. Mm-hmm. Like
Yeah.
back too. Yeah.
Wow, that's neat.
Yeah, I gotta get the 10-inch one too. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. I'm telling you, Marlene. That's the
Well,
thing.
that's what I've been doing for what I've been trying to do is find something
Mm-hmm.
like you know how like they say that YouTube is on a thing for 365 days, right?
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you do, you have to make sure it's something that you maintain.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that everything that I'm doing from here on out, I can keep it up.
Right. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I came up with stuff like my podcast channel doing 15-minute lives. I can keep that up.
Yeah. That's true. Something that you can keep doing over and over and over. It won't get burned out.
Yep.
Have to,
And you don't have to be on camera. And that's the part that I like. I don't have to be on camera. I do it with my camera off with avatar.
yeah. That's what I've
Hmm.
been doing. And see, that's the thing too. Like the last month or so ago, I've been trying to figure out going back to when I first started my YouTube channel. And and I go back to that thing that you and Gio said, what's your why? Is your why bigger than you were saying? And then I figured out in the beginning when I started my YouTube channel, it was because of these Funkos, because I love Funko so much. I got excited. I made an Instagram, and like if you see my early pictures of my Instagram,
I
uh,
remember.
yeah, my Funkos, and that's why I'll get back. I really want to focus on my Funkos, and I like the conventions I do interview. But I'm saying I want to try to just narrow something down, just make it more easy to me. I know there's a lot of stuff I love. I can always make another channel with it, but something I really love is really more of these Funkos. So I shot some videos, but over the last few weeks I've been editing and kind of reshooting. But it's these Funkos is what really got me really going.
Shannon, do you know you could just come home every day and
Yeah.
focus on one Funko Pop a day and make you a 5-minute video and talk about it?
I should. You know what? That's a good idea because, like, when I go to the toy store, we go and I buy a bunch of these Funkos. What I do is I like to talk about one at a time in the video. But I think just if I just yeah, like you said, if I just focus on one a day or whatever, it'll make it easy. And
Hmm.
that way I can have so many. Because instead of trying to pack so much in one, I can just focus on that one, put my energy into that one. Then the next time I can talk specifically about that one. That's a good idea. That's
And you don't have to make it as a video. You could go live every day and
yeah,
say, "Today
live
we
with I
talking
can
about this."
yeah, I like that. I can go back and forth if I want to go live, if I want to shoot. It'll just be that one thing because I get so bogged because I'm so excited about and I got so many. So I'm sitting there trying to talk about one. Then I got so many, but I think it's probably the best, like you said, just do one, and then I can have this, spread it out instead of trying to put them all into one, all my eggs in one basket. Just spread it out, and I can have more. And each one can have its own video. That's
Yeah.
a good idea. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good idea.
that's no problem because I learned that from my mentor recently because she washes my stuff and she told me that. She said, "Girl, stop giving them so much in one episode." She said, "Focus on one thing, stick to it, and then say tomorrow we'll talk about it something else."
Oh, you done did it. You done gave me the cheat code. That's I
Yeah.
guess what I
I
need.
done gave you the G code.
Yeah, because I never looked at it that way. Now it's a site like I'll tell you, if I get something new from the store, I was gonna do a bunch. But that's a good idea. Just hold off and do that one because like this is the same method I do with my YouTube shorts. When I find something, I focus on one thing and I shoot that video and I upload. It's one thing. I'm not trying to pack a whole bunch of things into that one short. I got to just focus on one thing, like a bag of Doritos, the mustard Doritos. I just focus on that one thing. I upload it. That's how I do
Hmm.
my shorts. I see. That's a good idea. I can focus, do the same technique I do with my shorts, but I can do it with my video with the Funko
Right. And
one.
I could even talk about something else my mentor said. She said you could have the same outline for the next year. You go live and okay, come up with 10 questions about a Funko Pop.
Okay.
When was it made? What year? What is it about? What are the features? Where can you buy it? Is it limited edition? On and go all the way down the list and say, okay, guys, that's the 10 questions today. I'll bring and you could say who you're going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be featuring this one. Make sure you come back.
I like that. I like that. I like that. No, because I can. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you said, I try to pack I think that's my problem. I'm going wrong because I'm trying to pack too much in at one time, and then I'm getting
Yep.
bogged down. Versus one, it makes it easier on me. Then I can just give each one their own time, spotlight. And just, I can talk because I know what the Funkos are. I know Funkos backwards and forwards, so I can really focus on that. I think that'll really help me. Cause that's what, and that's the thing too. I just feel bad, cause I do conventions, but I feel like, it's like that struggle. I want to do my conventions and put them on there, but I love Funko so much, but I feel bad not doing the conventions because on my banner, I got mystery boxes, which I love, and it's Funko mystery boxes. It's all still tied to Funkos, that kind of thing. But it's like that.
But what you can do is you can do your Funko Pops live. But
Yeah,
if you want to talk about a convention, you can save that for something that you do, a featured something. You can just show those once a month.
yeah, the conventions. Yeah, cause that's the thing I've been trying to get my balance. I'm finding my balance. I appreciate that. That's a good idea. Yeah, just feature those and like, cause that's the thing. I really just want to put my foot on the gas and just really let just go with the Funkos. I mean, really go with it. But that's the thing, cause that's a YouTuber called Top Pops, and his channel is he might mix a little different things but the main thing with his channels is Funko Pops, and that's cause that's what I love to death more than anything is the Funkos. I really just want to let it go, just turn it loose with Funkos, just let it go, you know, just turn it on with the Funkos.
Hmm.
That's a good idea because
I'm
and I'm
I'm
still
telling you, when I started to narrow in on one thing and focus, like right now, what
yeah,
Marlene motivates, all I do is I focus on coaching tips.
right,
And when I start doing that, focus on one tip at a time, not trying to give 10, 15, 20. Today
yeah,
we're going to focus on this and then
okay,
talk about that and say,
okay.
and next time I come back, we'll talk about this instead of bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, you know what? And it's funny how you brought that up. It parallels to what I was talking about earlier in my stream earlier tonight. Um, how like with Netflix and like old school TV shows from the '80s. Like I said, for example, 227 used to come on Saturdays at 8 o'clock, and then Amen, I think 8:30. The Golden Girls at 9 o'clock. And I was saying, the only way you can see those shows is you had to be tuning in on Saturday to see 227 at 8 o'clock. You had to be right there front row because if you wanted
Right.
to miss it, you had to wait till next week because they only fed you one at a time. They didn't box you down. And it's just the TV mentality. And that's it. I've been thinking about that too. Because the only way you can see it again, like if they show that rerun it like during the summertime or whatever, you see reruns because
Hmm.
I said, that's the mindset because, and here's another thing too. I said Netflix has its advantage and disadvantage. The advantages are, like if you got a favorite show, you can binge on it. They don't wait till like they don't feed you once episode a week. And the disadvantages too, I feel like it kills the thrill of excitement because it's like a Christmas, it's like
Yep. After you binge it, you're done and you're like, now what?
yeah, that's the thing. You have nothing to look forward to, and that was the cool thing I loved about TV back in the '80s. I had something to look forward to every week, and like they would. And the cool thing was they didn't leave you hanging. They gave you a preview, just a little taste of what's coming to get you excited to come see it for the next week. They feed you a little something. That's
Hmm.
that's 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 the mindset. I need to have that '80s mindset TV set. But yeah, that's what they would do. Like
and,
I would.
and the whole thing about it is that I had to my mentor has been helping me. She said you have to approach your YouTube just like, it's so interesting how you said like a TV series, because that's what she told me. She said
Yeah,
you have to put in time for your relaxation. So when you take, say you want to take 2 weeks off, you can
yeah,
refresh yourself by not having to worry about coming on social media. And that's when you had binge made all of this content that's going to be scheduled to come out however many days a week that you want to. So
right.
they will be still getting content. You can get refreshed, but also on your break, maybe out of that 2 weeks, maybe you made 2, 3 videos
Mm-hmm.
or 2 live streams, or you did something, but you still got to have fun and relax and do what you wanted to.
Right, right, right. You
And
know
now
what?
when you come back, you're going to come back strong because you've been refreshed.
Yeah, you gotta let your mind, your battery gotta recharge. You know, because you come back, oh, you ready to go tear right into it. Yeah.
Yep. And I've been doing that. My mentor said every month you need to take off one day.
Yeah.
Yep. She said you are on YouTube for 12 months. She said that means that you need to be taking off at least 12 days per year.
Wow. 1 month, 1 day a month.
Yep.
That, I like that. That's a good mentor. I'm glad you said that because now it's got me excited because instead of trying to put all my Funkos in one video, because the thing is I kept reshooting and stuff because I something I couldn't remember because I was doing so many. But if I focus on that one, I can knock it. I can knock a couple of those out. Do one every day, and that actually I might do that instead of going live now. Just shoot my videos and have that same setup I do with my YouTube shorts because I got so many stockpile because I wherever I was at those conventions, I recorded so many in a day, and so now I can just upload one at a time because I shot so many. I didn't think about that same technique with my Funko. That's
Yep.
you brought that up, so now I see how everything is parallel. I can do the same thing with my Funkos. You know.
Yep. I have learned something that I just have been playing. I play around with the YouTube algorithm, and I found out that if you make a video
Uh huh.
and then you upload it to YouTube, and then you wait a few days, like say you upload it on Friday, I
Yeah.
wouldn't schedule that video to come out until Monday. And I've been finding since I'm doing that, I feel like the algorithm picks up that video because it's there waiting. Like it's looking for your audience.
Oh wow, it's in the cut waiting. It's like
It's in
it's
the
like
cut waiting. So
yeah.
I've been finding every time when I put up a vlog and I upload it like 2 days, like I'll usually will upload on a Friday and then
Yeah.
I make that video come out on Monday. The
Mm-hmm.
videos have been doing so much better because it's scheduled a few days later
Right.
instead of just making it and uploading it. I don't think it can get in the algorithm because you didn't give it any time.
Okay, that's the thing too. Because the second I shoot my videos, I'm so excited. I'm ready to upload it and stuff. But I've always seen that thing about scheduling. I never done it. I've been curious. I've been doing it. I've seen it's always been there. And I know it says another technique to help you, like have it there so that way you already got the video there, have it scheduled, so you don't have to worry about uploading a video. You already got a time set. It'll do it for you.
Yep.
I need to start doing that.
I,
Yeah.
I'm I'm telling you, I told you I'm very big on bulk recording.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing now, instead of when I upload it, I'll upload sometimes like okay, say for instance, one video. I got videos on my vlog channel that I'm gonna get a premiere come out every week until the end of the year.
Ooh.
So in that way, some of my vlogs are going to be sitting there for 6 months, 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time it comes out, it's ready to go out.
No, you already got them uploaded, ready to go. You got the date
Yes.
scheduled. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that way, when you come home, when you tired from work, whatever, you already put so much work in schedule. You ain't got to worry about. You already everything is good to go. You can just come home and just chill
Yep,
with
I
it.
can just come home and relax. And I'll tell you the secret to all of it, putting out content is the first thing that I do is I just take a video, and as soon as I film it, I force myself. I give myself 10 minutes. I set an alarm. All I'm gonna do is edit for 10 minutes.
Wow.
I edit it for 10 minutes or whatever. Oh, I said, time up. And then I come back tomorrow. If I need 10 more minutes, 10 minutes is over. And that way I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't
That's
feel stressed out.
yeah. That's a
And
good
then finally when it's done and I say, okay, that's good enough, then I move on to look for make a thumbnail.
yeah.
And what I've been finding, the crazy part about how my mind works is now that I have a system, now
Mhm.
I have been learning how to edit several of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So when I start editing 7 videos, so now they're all edited, and then I can upload all of them, and then all I have to do is work on 7 thumbnails,
Bam.
and then bam, I got 7 videos instead of. I feel like it's a better system to try to edit several videos at once, just a little bit. To Monday, I'll edit this one. Tomorrow, I'll edit this one, and then when all 7 are done, then I upload it, and then I can focus on thumbnails.
Oh, see, okay, I got you. See, what I would do is second I shot my video, and see, that's another thing too. I get so bogged down trying to edit my video. I like to give yourself a time limit. 10 minutes kind of good because get it done in 10 minutes. I can do it, but I get so bogged down trying to this and that, but it takes so much, it cuts so much of my time. But I'm gonna start doing that. Give myself a 10 minute limit or
Yep,
what.
and I put a timer on, and I up. That's it, and I close my computer. That's it. We're done.
Yeah, I
And then
like
I
that.
and then I move on and I go to the next video until now when I got 7. I said, okay, you got 7 videos, upload them. So I upload all 7 and
Yeah,
keep them unlisted, right?
right.
Next, I go into now I got to go and I pull up and I'll have 7 tabs open and I start making thumbnails for all 7.
Damn, okay. I like
And
that. I like
and
that.
And then now that I got all 7 thumbnails done, then I upload each thumbnail to each one. And then next I work on the titles.
Okay.
And for me, I've been doing so much better with uploading stuff because I don't have to, I'm not focusing energy on one, I'm focusing on 7.
Right. 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 I like that because I get so bogged down trying to going back and forth with one video. I like that giving yourself a time limit on the edit. 'Cause I can edit good. I love editing. I love it. I can
Hmm.
edit. Yeah.
And that has been helping me so much that I feel like excited because I'm not overwhelmed because I'm not thinking on one video, I'm thinking several.
Yeah.
And
And
then I know when I release it, okay, now I've uploaded 7. Now I do
yeah,
7 thumbnails. Then I do 7 titles. Then I
yeah,
do 7 keywords.
right.
And then I said, now it's done, it's set up, and now I schedule it. When do I want this one to come out?
Wait. I can, you know what? Just because of that, like I do my shorts, because I got that pile of shorts. I got still tons of shorts in a folder. I can do that and figure. And that's the thing is, I figure out which short I want to upload on my phone, so I have to put that short. I like that. I can do that same technique I do with my shorts. Figure out which one because I got them all ready to go. I have to figure out which one I got them all laid out and upload every day.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what I do when I get shorts?
yeah.
I just upload all of them. They all uploaded. I can't even tell you. I got like 100 shorts uploaded.
Oh, for
And,
schedule
and
or
yeah.
oh,
I,
you know what? I didn't do that because I got them on my phone, but I try to remember. See, that's the thing. I just need to pick the ones I want and schedule them to upload, so that way I'm busy working. I forget it's ready to go. And I can, basically I'm racing myself so I don't forget.
right. So
Time.
so then when they're uploaded, it just
Yeah.
says whatever the date you uploaded it. Now you can look at each one. Okay, what do I want the title to be? And that's when I go and I research a title. What's
Uh,
trending? What's this? And then I say, oh, this one got a good amount of hits. That one was popular. And I do something similar to that. And I move on and do the next one. So now I got 10, 15 shorts ready to go.
wow. Dog.
Yeah.
I
and
like.
that is how you win. What they say, you gotta work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, that's definitely. Oh my gosh, because I just want to kill it. Yeah, I just get figuring the right technique. Cause if I find the right technique, what you would show me. Oh, I'm gonna go at juggernaut now.
Hmm.
Oh,
I I have said that eventually when my channel starts doing well, that's what I'm going to be training people how to really do YouTube the right way, because you know, I already have said to Gio that once I have all five of my channels monetized, I'm going to start making something like whatever. What is it called? Like what's
training
that
course.
one thing where people you can have a class and stuff? I forgot.
Yeah, the training class or master class.
Yeah, like a training class, and people can join that membership. And what it's going to be is today I'm going to teach how you can bulk content,
Oh
how
my.
you can make thumbnails, another one how you can do. So every week I'm going to be sharing something in the membership for those members, not on YouTube, but like on a different platform.
Yeah.
And that way I can because I've been watching so much content creators, Roberto Blake and this person, that so much content creators, and they always are saying you got to find other ways outside of YouTube to make your main money.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to make a class or a book or something, and then get them on the back end to join, and that's how you make the bulk of your money. And then behind that, then you have your memberships, you got your t-shirts, then you got your sponsorships and collaborations, and you make your money.
Oh, it's game on. It's really helped
Yep.
me. Other stuff I've been working on as well. I haven't revealed, but yes, some other stuff I've been working on. that
Because
there.
I already told Gio, and I've told everybody, I have a plan for 3 years. I cannot keep working. I have to retire from 9 to 5.
That's my game plan. Cause I'm overworked too. Cause I'm tired of hitting the snooze button. Cause I'm tired of going making money for somebody else. Cause if I can do this for somebody else, why can't I step up and find a way to do it for be my own boss and it work for me?
Yep. All I'm doing right now is I'm in the setting myself up. So first, my first game plan was to have 5 monetized channels. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I have 5 monetized channels going, then all 5 got memberships. Then it's about maintaining it. See, I don't want, when I stop working 9 to 5, I don't want to have to be, hey, oh, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get the watch hours. All I want to do is I want to be able, I have to just maintain it now.
Right. Cause you already laid the groundwork.
I already laid the groundwork. I've already put in all the skin in the game. Now it's about, now how can I elevate this channel and put it into another thing? Now how can I bring in um raise the brands, like
Yeah.
do something that's just special for that channel? What can I offer? Can I teach classes? Can I do this? Can I do that? And
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about, because I already got several things for each channel, how I'm going to put it into the next level once it has memberships. You got to know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Next. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I think by the end of this year, I should have my third channel monetized.
Wow. Yeah.
and then and then after next year, I plan on next year having my fourth and my fifth monetized. So by the end of next year, I'll have all 5 of my channels monetized, and now it's time to work on growing the subscribers, because when you get to 10K subscribers, now you got other stuff that comes.
Hmm.
Because on Marlene Motivates, it unlocks. That's the first one that you can unlock. Now I can put what you call it, like certain brands. Like I can put links to
Oh
certain
wow.
certain things on my channel. I haven't done it yet because when you're working, I don't got time to do that.
Yeah.
So that's when I was looking, I said, wait a minute, I could be making money. Yeah. So, okay, say I'm talking about something. I can make a video and put in there a link to buying a t-shirt that's a similar color to the one I'm wearing in the video. And then if people go and click it, I get some money.
Yeah.
And that's because you work hard and you got that number.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, wait a minute. So that means I need to get all my channels on that 10K level. So,
Ooh, wait.
yeah. And the whole thing that I've learned to get my channels on 10K wasn't even hard, Shannon. I got
Yeah.
my 10K subscribers all from shorts.
Say what?
From shorts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm. I finally been start uploading shorts on my Chef Shannon channel. I'm working up. That's I've been trying to get videos on there. Start doubling down. Get two channels running. Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm doing. But yeah, because I see your consistency every day. You, Pandy, Keto Granny, Gio, y'all consistent. Yeah, I gotta get now.
Hmm.
So. Mm-hmm.
Because I said this is not going to happen. You know, I've said it to Gio and I've said it to a few other people, and it's nothing wrong. I'm not making fun of older people, but back in the day, people worked until they died.
Yeah, that ain't the route I'm trying to go. Cause
And I said that's not gonna. I said I can't allow that. I'm not
yeah,
going down like that.
no, I get it because there's people I've worked with. They like in their 60s and still working in 70. They still. I said,
Mm-mm.
I saw this coming like a couple of years back. I said, I want to fix this where I can work and have fun on my time and not going to punch a clock, be somewhere I really don't want to be. Do something I really want to do and have fun. And it's not work. It's something I want to do. And I can do it over and over and over and over. And, no stress or nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, and that's what I said. But you got to set yourself up for that. So,
Yeah.
what my mentor was telling me, she was like, "Okay, you say you want that, but she said you got to show that you want that." So I said,
Yeah.
"What you mean by that?" And she said, "Well, when you want to do something like, say, you got wanted to get a job, what did you do? You went and bought an outfit. You went on a job interview. You fixed a resume." And she said the same thing. She said, if you want to make your YouTube your income, she said, that means before you even go to work. She said, how about waking up early and making a vlog? What about going for a walk, doing a podcast, making a video, arriving at work early, sitting in your car and making a video, on lunch break, making another video, or going live? She said, that is the stuff that shows that you're serious. And I
I
was like,
believe I believe that
yep,
because 'cause I catch myself every day at work if I'm doing something. I hear it, pull my phone out. If something look interesting, I pull it out and I start trying to make shorts off of it. And like you
yep.
said, getting up early, I know exactly what she's talking about. That is true. That how bad you want it. How bad you want this thing.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah,
that
and she's right, and she's right about that part, because you ever notice in the morning it's so quiet.
yeah,
You don't have no distractions. Your mind is fresh. You got good ideas. and
that's
and all she said, "Not, don't even overwhelm yourself." She said, but how about if you just wake up in the morning and make an 8-minute video?
yeah.
And she said, that ain't going, she said, that's not going to do too much. She said, it's just like, first you're getting ready for your main job, but you got to get ready for your own job as an entrepreneur.
That's right. That's good. That's good advice right there. That's gold right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and and that's what I've been doing. So yeah, you got to go to work at your 9 to 5 or whatever your job hours are. But before you even get to work, I said, first I got to work for me first.
I like that. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm. And you won't have to worry about, after you're tired, you can come home and relax because you started your day doing something for yourself.
Yeah, versus then going to work for somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, no, that's
Hmm.
good.
And I said, now who can't do 8 to 10 minutes every morning? It don't have to be in your house. It could be making a video on the drive, talking about something. It
Hmm.
could be anything. It could be just turn your phone off while you're waiting before you go into work. and do a
Yeah.
podcast. It could be anything you want it to be, but you got to do something every day. And I started doing that like on my way home from work. That's my idea. Before I even finish and come in my house, that's where I got the idea for 15-minute a
Oh,
live stream.
I remember that. Okay, because I still hung on to that. I remember that. Yeah, trying to you shoot two videos a day or whatever block before you go
Mm-hmm.
in the house or whatever. I do remember you talking about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I do is I wake up early in the morning and I'll film, like I write down like Monday, just relax. So because it's a relaxation channel, I make sure I wake up every morning. All I do is go outside. I'll film a short of the sunrise. I'll take something of some nature stuff, birds, whatever, or wherever I am. If I see something, and then automatically, as soon as I make that, I do a very simple edit and I upload that to that channel and I make that sit and wait until I say, yeah, it's a perfect day. Let's upload it today.
Right. Because sitting
Hmm.
there uploading, you just have it scheduled and let it run.
Yep. And then I have it scheduled on and that way you never have to worry about what am I going to put on there because you got a ton of stuff waiting.
Yeah, you know what? It's like going to the grocery store. You know, you
Mhm.
going to buy your groceries so that way you don't have to worry about what you're gonna cook for the day or whatever. You already got
Right.
it out. It's the same thing. Yeah.
She was telling me when you do that like bulk making stuff, she said it's the same thing as doing meal prep for your YouTube.
Yeah. I like. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Cause I'm telling you, when that sweet and snack convention came around back in May or whatever, Marlene. I mean, I took advantage of that whole time. I mean, I was shooting short after short after short. After, I'm telling you, my phone is still stocked. I got stuff I can still feed off of because I had so much of a bulk of it. I got so much stuff I can still keep feeding off of it because I was just loading that thing down. I got so
Hmm.
many videos. I still got it, you know. But yeah,
Yep.
that's the same technique I'm gonna apply. I'm so glad you brought that
Yeah.
up. I never thought about using that same technique for my Funkos. Just
Yep.
do, you know, I'll make shorts, but not actual videos and talk about it, you know. And I can do another one. I can load something. Oh my gosh, it's game on now.
Yep. Yep. And then you could have you could have you could make a live stream and then later on you could do a follow up, you know, like say anybody who has questions, leave a question in the comment section, and that's another content that I've been learning to do. You can make content from what your subscribers say in the comment section.
Yeah, I see it all the time because they be like, leave a comments, tell me what you think, you know, and they come back. Yeah, leave the comments about what video, and they can come back and make a video feed off of that. Yeah.
Yep, and like people will ask a question, when was that made? And then you can put a screenshot of that and make that your thumbnail. I'm so
Right.
glad you asked that question, and I'm going to answer your question in this video. Let's show what the question is. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I did my research and it's this and this. And that happened and that happened. And you just make that thing stretch until 8 minutes because you know that's when YouTube gonna give you your good ads.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stretch that thing out, make it be 8 minutes. You put your intro, you put your outro, and you done.
Yeah. Okay. No, this boy.
I'm
This.
telling you, it's game on.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm so glad you said it because look at all these Funkos I got, and this ain't even
I,
half.
when
If
when I saw all those Funkos, I said, I'm gonna go to that store. And you was like, this is my house.
oh, it's game on now. This is
Yep.
ammunition right here.
Shannon, you don't need to go anywhere. All you need to do is go in your house, pick up one, and make a live.
Yeah,
That's it.
I
You
got,
got all your content in your house.
yeah, I got years of ammunition right here, Funkos. I
Yeah.
got years of ammunition.
And I'll tell you something. I learned something from what is his name? Derek Eves. I bought a book. talking about YouTube, and that's one of the things that he recommended, that you make your bulk content. When you make your bulk content, it will give you the ability, if you have videos scheduled to come out, then you don't
Mhm.
have to worry about making content. Now all you have to do is focus on doing streaming,
Yeah.
because you already got, you got okay, say you got a video coming out Monday, you
Hmm.
wait until Wednesday or Thursday and you go live. Hey, you guys, let's talk about the video that I made on Monday.
That's a good point. Bring up, yeah, that way they get their interest to go over there and,
Yes.
something to talk about. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I never thought about something like that. You could do a reaction on your own stuff.
I thought about that going back looking at my old videos and doing
Oh,
it.
I'm going to do one. Look at my first video and I'm going to be like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what I did for Life with Marlene. I because here in Florida, the season is usually from March until like September, and after that, when it gets colder from October to December, there's not really much I can show, you
Hmm.
know. So what I did is I make sure during that, from March to September, I film all I can. So I make even more. So when October, November, and December, I don't have to go nowhere, but I still got content.
Yeah, like a squirrel, you putting your nuts away for the winter, you storing it
Yep.
up.
So I can be at home chilling, and everybody said, "Oh, I can't believe it's so beautiful there." I said, "No, I made this about 6 months ago."
Yeah, it's like film and movies. Look at the celebrities; they already shot them movies like a year ago, and you see them, they look
Yep.
different. It's the same thing.
Yep.
Mindset I've been trying to be in, like TV. They shooting their shows or whatever. They already shot it or whatever. Yeah, that's the mindset I try to think of, like TV
Yep.
mindset.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. I got 6 more videos, and I got enough content to last me till the end of the year.
Wow.
That's all I have left. I got to edit these last 6. I'm going to be disciplined, and then by the end of July, I should have content to take me all the way to December the 30th.
Wow.
And that now everything I do from right now until the end of the summer, I'm going to have my vlogs to go till April.
Next year.
Yep.
Woo. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
want what I want to do. I want to be a year ahead,
Wow. Good.
think about it this way: if you was a year ahead, say anything happened to you, you got sick, you got some stuff going on, you can take a break, you can chill, but you still got your content going.
Yeah, that's true. That is smart. Be ahead because you never know. Cause that way they'll take care of anything if something get in the way or whatever. It's you already
Yep.
covered. It's coverage. It's YouTube coverage, insurance.
Yep. And that's what I do. So, because I already said, I know when by the time October, November comes, I don't want to be making nothing. I want to be able to relax after my long year,
Wow.
you know?
I like
So,
that. Yeah.
so that's what I'm doing. That's why I went, because my season here in Florida is from March till September. I call that my golden time. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the good weather. I'm out there, I'm filming, I'm recording, I make my vlogs, I do my podcast, I talk about all kind of stuff. And then because I do that, I
Mm-hmm.
film it. Then by the time September or something comes, I have a whole bunch of unedited content that I can then edit at home and upload it if I want to, because I made extra.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you a tip. You gonna think this is crazy, but I learned this from a vlogger. She was telling me, when she goes to, okay, say you went to a Funko Pop store, what
Right.
she would do is, first she'll make a video with one shirt on, go out and go back in, change her shirt, her outfit, and
Mm-hmm.
go back in and look at something else like it's a whole nother day. So she said, every time I go out, she said, I'm at the same place and I always make 2 videos out of one content.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you can double batch everything. Like talk about something different like this. I'm gonna talk about this one and then change your clothes, put on another one and say, hey guys, and I'm gonna show you guys this. So you every time you
Oh,
can double batch everything. Go in and say, you're gonna focus on this one thing. You go out. You could even take your outfit into the bathroom, change your shirt, change your hat. Hey guys, just like, and people will look at you like you crazy because they look at me like I'm crazy because I go out 10 minutes later, come back in, but
yeah.
I don't care.
So yeah, so basically you shoot two videos. You have the one set of clothes on, then you swap out and go and shoot another video with a different set of clothes in the store. So if you get
Yep,
two videos out of one, yeah, it's like Soul Train would do that. You can see some of the
yep.
dancers that had some of the same clothes. Don shot two videos, so they made two videos in one day, but because you can see they had the same clothes on. But yeah, getting two out of one day, yeah.
That's what I'm saying because she was like, save your money or talk about something different or, change it or sit in the car and talk about something, but,
Mm,
change your outfit, talk about something different. So now you got two for one.
yeah, I like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa. You always could learn from other people because I said, how do these vloggers do it? Keep coming up with a vlog. And they was like, no, 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 we do not. Like, okay, say for instance, I go to the beach. I've learned from these content creators that make content like me. What they'll do is they'll go with 7 different outfits and they'll make, okay, the first one will be talking about, say, the palm trees. They got
Mm,
on one shirt. Go in the bathroom, put on a different shirt. Now the next video is going to be talking about the view walking down to the beach. That's the second video. The third one is talking about the consistency of the sand.
mm-hmm.
The fourth one talking about the people here. Oh, the people here are friendly and show the people. And that one, another one. This is the restaurants here. Another outfit. So I was like, wait a minute, I've been doing my vlogs wrong.
It's like show business, yeah. Outfits, wardrobe change. It's like, dog, that's some real parallels. Oh, I get it now.
and I and that make me feel differently. That's the reason why you don't have enough content is because you're not taking, you're not planning. Like I'll say the for okay, say I know I'm going to film a thing about palm trees. You make sure you wear something that's green or something that's beachy looking, and
Yeah,
then talk about your palm trees. You're gonna walk on the beach, wear something that's blue or something like that. Put on a bathing suit or your bath trunks and be out there. Oh yeah, and this is the color of the water and this is the month that it's the best and what, and I was like, that gave me so much inspiration. So when you go and you do something, you got to think, what else can I do now that I'm here?
right.
And
I
I
know,
was like, hmm.
yeah, making the best of your time where you right
Yeah,
there
because
instead of
she
going back.
even he even opened up my eyes when you're there. What about going up to people and asking them certain stuff, like doing mini interviews? How often do you come here? What do you like to do here? How when did you guys meet? Whatever. Content is content.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I
Oh.
was like, oh, she said, you got to step up your game. I said, okay, game on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that because you really it got me going now because all these Funkos, this over. Oh my gosh. One could be shot every day. So now I can figure out which one I want to shoot, make one
Yeah.
video, then go to the next one. And yeah, oh my God. This
Shannon, you got enough Funkos there for the next 3 years.
you uh, oh gosh. And I got tubs and tubs and tubs over there and tubs.
That's what I'm talking about. If you, and I'll tell you something. Even if you only did one Funko a week, there's 52 weeks in a year. If you just came out and you did one Funko per week for 52 weeks, you would have enough content for an entire year.
That, you know what? That's true because, and that's the thing I've been saying. If I can just get one video out, and see, I get so bogged down wanting to shoot videos, but I like that technique. You said just take like 8 minutes, and because just take one of these phone calls and just focus on that one thing. That'll
Just
make it.
one.
Well, okay, I got you. I got you.
That's what that's what I'm doing. She said, make things simple. Don't make it complicated,
Yeah,
and have a write down what you're trying to do. Stay focused, and when the time ends, okay, and give them a little preview. Tomorrow I'll be talking about so and so. Come back tomorrow, and then keep your word.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And then, and what I also do, and then if you know you can't do a live, you will film it still, but then upload it.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's uploaded, it's premiered, or it's live, you still got to get people used to seeing you every day, even if it's a short. If you can't do a live, you can't do a video, you could do a 30-second short.
Yeah,
Say, hey guys, today I'm going to talk about this Funko Pop. It was from blah blah blah, and you could put the words on the screen. It's from this and this and this, um, and it was came out here. Okay, so stay tuned for the next one tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah. So whether you want it to be shorts or a video or a live or a premiere, people just need to see you every day.
That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That's what I'm working on. Is I have a schedule for all my channels that I find for me personally, putting out your shorts in the evening when people are off work. More people watch it in the evening than the daytime. That's just my opinion.
yeah. Schedule it more. And see, here's the thing. I also took a screenshot and showed my analytics. Like when people from my channel, I think they start kicking more in on, like, you see Friday the meter, and then Saturday and Sunday where they watch my shorts, my stuff the most.
Hmm.
So
So, so that's the thing. You got to look when people watch your stuff. For
yeah,
me, if I see that nobody is watching Monday to Wednesday, I'm not going to keep uploading Monday to Wednesday. I'm going to wait until Thursday when they would watch and then upload it.
right, right, right. That
Hmm.
and that I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad I brought that up. And you said that about upload. I can start figuring out, just because I try to be consistent doing it every day, but I showed where the strongest it starts Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday where they're the strongest. So maybe I start uploading my shorts, like let it upload on those times. But I like being consistent every day, still putting something up.
Yep. For me, the easiest for me to do every day is a short, because I
Yeah,
don't take nothing. You could put up a short every day,
yeah.
and and I learned that from Beverly Black. She taught me that. She said, put up you a short. She said, just try it. She said, 6 months, commit to 6 months. And I'm telling you that if it wasn't for Beverly Black and me really sticking to it, I put up a short every day for 6 months and I got 10K.
Wow. And
Yep.
you upload, you do the thing, schedule upload with your shorts too, right?
Yep. I schedule
Okay.
all of them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Upload, cause some days I'll be forgetting to do it. But if I schedule to do it, I don't have to worry. I won't.
Hmm.
It already be there. I won't have to worry about if I forget it, because I'll be on my phone. I try to remember, but that's the best
Hmm.
thing to do. To you have it later. I might try tonight. Go ahead. And I'm gonna schedule.
Yep. And if you have the time, what I like to do is like say the last week of every month, I
Yeah.
like to put up 30 of them so I know I'm covered for the whole month.
Wow. Or upload 30
Yep.
at the end of the month, or instead of, if you don't do it
Yeah,
every
instead of
week.
waiting until, okay, say we're about to go into July, I
Oh,
have all July covered already. So when July come, I can chill. Now that I know July is covered, when July come, I need to be worrying about August.
I like this, like saving up and putting your money, putting it in the bank, and just
Yep,
yeah,
you banking, and because and you're gonna start to see when you get ahead. Okay, first you're gonna start off with 30 days. Then next thing say, well, if I could do 30, why not do 60? And then you're gonna be, why not do 90? Now I'm ahead 3 months, and now I'm showing off. Now I'm 6 months ahead. I said, how about a year now?
yeah. You ain't gotta sweat it; it'll already be done for you, and you can. and then you can take that time and focus on some other stuff, make some more shorts, build up, or some other stuff
Hmm.
for your channel. Yeah, it frees up other
And
time.
and that's what people talk about. Oh, I don't have the time to do. I said I don't have the time either. But all it is that I just make sure I edit all of them, you upload them, and then you just hit one thing at a time. Like I'll have, okay, say I got 5 videos for all 5 of my channels. I'll
Yeah,
edit all 5 of them. Then I upload it on each channel. So that I got 5 videos there. Then
right.
next thing I'm gonna make 5 thumbnails for all 5 channels. So that way I can be consistent. I know every single channel got
Yeah,
a video. Now every single channel got a thumbnail. Every single channel get a title. Every single channel get the tags and to repeat. I'm telling you, it's not rocket science. It's so easy.
yeah,
Yeah, all it is you getting a schedule, and once you, I'm telling you, once you get ahead, after you get ahead for 6 months, I'm telling you that puts you in a different category with YouTube because you don't got to compare with nobody else. Everybody's struggling to put up 1, 2 videos. You already got 6 months done.
yeah. That's
Now
right.
you could be live every day if you want to because you ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to do.
Yeah, I need something to
Yeah,
do.
you said I'm kind of bored. Why you think you see me live all the time? I was like, I ain't got nothing to do, so I guess I'll go live.
Oh wow, you really nailed it right there. I
Yeah.
appreciate everything, Marlene. You, boy, that's a serious eye opener. And because you know Beverly Black, I couldn't figure out how she just took off. So she was. So I see now because she explained the stuff to you because she was with Team Bill with Geo, but next thing I know she like it. Man, I know she got
I
boatload.
think I think she has a 115,000 now.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
it's game on now.
Yeah, and when I told her, I said, Beverly, I called her and she said, I was just about to call you. And she said, I done seen it. 10K, baby. I said, that's right. Yeah.
Ooh.
And she said, okay, now let's do something else. So, when you get something, you don't stop. Now it's time to put your foot on the gas. Now what's next? What's next? What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next goal is 20K, then 50, then 100.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm down to one bar. I didn't realize it. I ain't got my charger. I guess I
Oh
bet.
my God. Yeah, you got to go. You got to go soon. All right. I'll talk to
Appreciate
you
it,
later.
Marlene.
Thanks. No
Yeah, I
problem.
appreciate it.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, everyone, I appreciate you tuning in to Sure Shannon Show. I appreciate Marlene, Life of Marlene coming on, 14K Bird, Max Charles coming on. Yeah, my phone about to click off. So I appreciate everyone coming in. So I'm gonna be live again in the Funko store, my Ladder Funko store. So till next time, next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, tune in to the Sure Shannon Show. Peace out, everybody. All right, let me get off before it dies.